It's fine for this person to say that, and that may well be true, but we do need actual evidence to show that Demon was aware, right? Dude, that is so wretched. That is fucking... Ooh. But that's what, when you get to the far ends of that, that's what they start believing. But it was as much a threat as anything else Sunday considers to be a threat. Oh! Gay fish! That's enough, Tom. Let's check out. We're going to run it back, okay? We're going to run it right back to the start of Sunday watching this Westside Tyler video. I want to see what he says about the allegations against Demon Mama. Huge stream for him. 700 viewers. That's big. President Sunday responds to Demon Mama Polycule grooming allegation.
DemonMama's secrets exposed. I don't know what this is referring to. I haven't gone through it yet. I haven't seen a lick of this yet, actually. I've heard things, I've seen screenshots, but I have not seen a minute of this. So I'm in a weird position here.
Yes, obviously microwaving eggs is a horribly lazy maneuver. Yes.
Because my community has been significantly friendly, with both DemonMama's and Tyler's communities. So I'm going to lay out my biases right at the gate, because I feel like I'm in a weird position of acting as like judge over this. It's weird because I've endorsed both of these people, and the accusations here appear to be extremely serious. I don't know what the accusations are in their specificity. I don't know how they are substantiated. So I'm going to lay out my biases, and I'm going to give you a sense of what my aspirations are here in my coverage of this. So, biases in favor of DemonMama's community. DemonMama's community and mine have done some good things together. We've helped raise money for people in need. DemonMama and her partner Doe have also offered
let's have this on a little bit sped
significant
up.
support
Let's
in
get
times
through
of high
some of this
stress,
context.
and have even offered under conditions of like if we were ever endangered, safe harbor wherever they are. And that means a lot, and I take that very seriously. There's a flip side to this.
Okay, but Boots, they'll defend Demon Mama being a sex pervert, but they're not going to defend Demon Mama being a sex pervert with kids, right? I feel like that's the key difference. Come on now.
Mama's business decisions have also led to her entrenching people in positions of power and influence in her community that are not just deeply disingenuous and manipulative people. They're also people who are directly hostile to me and who represent a threat to my platform and my business, essentially. This goes all the way back from sheltering people, sort of like not speaking out about negative things that were taking place in Vosh's circle and sort of letting that fester in the background to the extent that they knew about it. They knew about it quite a bit. To having people like Gayfesh, for example, being capable of gatekeeping their community on the basis of their personal grudges, on the basis of some considerable lies, by the way. I see that he's gone from channel to channel saying I stalked him, which is strange because I not only didn't stalk him, I interacted with him directly, I think, twice. And this was after he whined about us engaging publicly on Twitter because he was engaging in fights with other people. And then I mentioned him to somebody else.
Yes, of course. Yes, Ryzek. Yes, that's what I do when I microwave eggs. Yes, they're scrambled eggs, microwaved. Yes, obviously. Yes. You put some eggs. You beat it. You put milk in, a drop of milk, a little bit of butter. You beat it all together. And then you nuke it. And then you take it out. And then you scramble it. Yes, milk. Yes. Problem? Mad? Problem?
Else. Which is not stalking. I don't think it needs to be said. But his victimhood, I think, he feels like it gives him license to do whatever he wants, or it gives him validation or something. The point is, don't end up like this person. Okay, have some dignity. No, Gayfesh is an absolute creep. But like putting people like that in positions of power, I think demonstrates an error in judgment. Having people like Cherry as your friends and backers when you're revealing people's frankly, extremely dangerous mental illnesses in a very dangerous and very public way to get revenge on them. I think it demonstrates very poor judgment. There's a person in this call called Glooby, I think, or in this video called Glooby, who Demon Mama messaged afterwards to not speak to Tyler because Tyler threatened gayfesh. I think that demonstrates poor judgment. This is not...
Dude, using a percolator actually puts me in the top 10% of cultured coffee consumers in my country. Okay, most people are literally drinking instant. All right, most people drink instant here. It's fucking disgusting. So do not come at me with, oh, I bet this guy drinks burnt coffee from a percolator. I bet this guy drinks burnt coffee from a percolator. Shut the fuck up. Everyone here is drinking dog shit instant coffee that tastes like dirt, okay?
A thing. For example, if I was looking in on this, this is not a course of action I would have recommended. So, I've historically had a liking for Demon Mama on a personal level, but I've also had serious misgivings about her decisions and her judgment. Tyler. I like Tyler, and I like his community. I like that Tyler doesn't have a stomach for bullshit. I think that makes us somewhat kindred spirits in a way. Tyler has a tendency to go overboard. He has a tendency to go overboard with accusations that he hasn't fully substantiated. He has a tendency to let his aggression go ahead of his analysis. I don't know what's happened here. I haven't seen it yet.
But if I see it acted out of sorts, dude.
For example, a claim that is being stretched from information that cannot support it, I will point that out. And as far as I'm concerned, either way this goes, I lose. Like there's no winning this. Whatever else happened here, all of this stems, and this is what's the most frustrating thing to me. All of this stems from Demon Mama ignoring the people around her, which includes Doe, and attacking Xander Hall for no reason, using his self-professed desire to harm his family and to harm fellow streamers, as if this wasn't an active, as if doing so wasn't dangerous, and then insisting that it couldn't be dangerous because she knows Xander Hall personally. Of course, again, begs the question, if she does know Xander Hall so well, why have we reached this point? Clearly there have been some surprises. This triggered Tyler digging, and here we are, and I can't fault him for digging. Tyler's and Demon Mama's friend. He doesn't owe her generosity. He has not been shown generosity. And so at this point, like, the only thing Tyler can do wrong is he's apologized for the gayfish comment, which I don't think was a credible threat, but okay. I don't think anybody thinks that was a credible threat. If you think that's a credible threat, then I asked the question again with respect to whether what Xander Hall was saying was a credible threat. You know? But that aside, what Tyler can do wrong here, and it's serious if he did, is he can take information that's been given to him and stretch a conclusion that is not actually encompassed by the information. I don't know if he's done this, but I'm going to be on the lookout for this. So if this happened...
There's no way I'm getting flamed for having a percolator. There's no way this is what the stream's about now. What is the better option to a percolator? Tell me how to have better coffee and I'll consider it, okay? It's a step up from a fucking instant coffee. It's a massive step up from a fucking instant coffee. Okay, just burn the coffee. I don't believe that. I don't believe you. I don't see how French press would burn it, but percolator wouldn't. Or the other way around. Whatever. I don't even eat microwaved eggs. It's like, I don't think I've had a microwaved egg in years. Literally years. I don't think I've had that in years. I just said, you can do it. It's fine to microwave eggs one time. Make cold brew. Bro, what? Overnight? I'm convinced Kuihman doesn't eat past 1,000 calories daily. I probably get just over 1,000. I probably do get over 1,000. I actually don't. Oh, man. And that guy said cold brew. Overnight cold brew on the rate. I can't do it, guys. I think percolator is fine.
If this happens, don't be surprised. I am on nobody's side here, and I'm on nobody's side here for a very particular reason. I will be on someone's side by the conclusion of this, probably. But me choosing my interpretation of this based on friendships and loyalties is A, suicide, B, it's a betrayal of what I'm trying to be and to my community in general, which is I'm trying to be myself and deliver the truth as much as possible to my audience, not insult their intelligence. And I'm also trying not to be the toady of somebody else. It kind of defeats the purpose. I don't know why I'd want to do streaming for a living if I'm going to be someone's toady. So, did you just ban someone for saying no mods, no masters, Jama? Jesus. My mods are more tyrannical than I am. No gods or kings. No what? Anyways, so To reiterate, content warning. Okay, guys.
We got to comment about Lisa. What was that?
So, and I'm also trying not to be the toady of somebody else. It kind of defeats the purpose. I don't know why I'd want to do streaming for a living if I'm going to be someone's toady.
True.
So, did you just ban someone for saying no mods, no masters, Jama? Jesus. My mods are more tyrannical than I am. No gods or kings. No what? Anyways, so to reiterate, content warning. Okay, guys, mods, don't ban people for making jokes about mods. Jesus, calm down. Calm down. That's not against the rules. Ugh. Okay, Titan. Stop discussing moderation in terms of arguing about mod decisions. Mods are allowed to joke about mods being tyrants. Although the fact that you banned them for complaining about mods being tyrants is funny. Anyways. So we're going to go through this. Oh, and Killjoy, thank you for this. Yes, this has been pointed out to me. So Killjoy says, at about 5 minutes, Tyler mixes up dough and fawn when he cites something. It's very clear what the mistake was, but I'll point it out when it arrives so it can be correct. You know you can edit that, right? Even while it's on YouTube, just cut that out. I would do so with haste. I'm glad you pointed it out, though. I was alerted by somebody else prior to this about that at 5 minutes. I was going to pay attention for that. Nobody has been banned, just the comment deleted? Okay. Well, still, let's not go nuts here, okay? No, Lisa. That's the wrong pitch. You failed the job interview, but thank you for the offer. Okay. Without further ado, this is abuse, exploitation, and child endangerment. DemonMama's secrets exposed. And it's an hour and 15 minutes long. Here we go.
Video contains descriptions of despicable acts.
Hang on. Start the scan.
Content warning. This video contains descriptions of despicable acts and depravity involving children that may disgust or disturb you. Do not listen to this video in any public places or where others may hear the content described herein. No graphic images will be shown directly, though representations obscured with mosaic overlays may be used. Viewer discretion is advised. On July 29th, 2024, a self-identified leftist online political commentator and live streamer known online by her handle DemonMama aired a roughly 3-hour and 5-minute live stream titled, "Xander Hall Wants a Nuke? Here is your nuke." During the video, she laid out a series of accusations against another politics live streamer in her space, the Xander Hall mentioned in the title. In this live stream, amongst a number of issues, DemonMama claimed Xander Hall was especially onerous in his treatment of an employee known as Cherry Bread in online spaces, particularly accusing him of withholding pay for selfish reasons and generally being abusive. Now, mind you, these were not issues that DemonMama had just found out about or that had recently occurred, but rather had happened over half a year prior and never been reported. Allegations that included abuse of a worker by their employer, exploitation, and even death threats. While Xander Hall was justifiably browbeaten for his bad behavior, for some reason, only I was asking a question that I thought would be obvious to everybody. What kind of person covers up evidence of abuse and death threats for months?
Well, I can actually give you an answer to this. Someone who's actually being responsible if they involve somebody who's the victim who has requested that this not be...
Tyler not sounding schizo, he should do more edited content, scripted content? Yeah, probably. I thought I can't watch him. That's why I wasn't going to react to this video on its own. That's why I'm only watching Sunday's reaction to it.
Discussed publicly. Now, here's the thing.
Well, that and because I don't... If it looked like it was about a 17-year-old, so I, like, struggled to muster the outrage. It's, like, bad, but, like, I can't... I'm not going to sit here and go, wow, DemonMama's such a fucking horrible person. So it's not going to be that entertaining. I'd much rather talk about the drama between lefty content creators than screech about something that's not even illegal in most of the United States, you know?
This is where I diverge from Tyler, but this is also where I kind of meet him a little bit, because this is what's really frustrating to me. There are two, roughly, probably more, but there's two responses to this information that are responsible to my eyes. The first one is what didn't happen. Well, neither happened, but the first one is you say it immediately. You get this bad information, you say, look, I'm sorry. This is too dangerous. This has to get out now. And you just say it. The second is you don't say anything. Ever. I
thought it started when this person was 13 and 14. I don't know. I skipped through the video. I heard 17. Sounded like it was about a 17-year-old. So I stopped caring.
Take it to your grave, okay? Now, it depends on the kind of information. If we're talking about like Cherry Bread's
it might be about someone younger than that. It might have started when they were 13 or 14. If that's the case, that sounds like it's worse. That sounds like it's really bad, if that's the case. Stop spoiling ADHD chatters. Yeah, I mean, people could just stop spoiling. That's what's possible. Sure.
Being financially abused, being yelled at or whatever, that you can come out with later if she says it's fine. That I'm fine with. If we're talking about, for example, something to do with something that's reputationally catastrophic, okay, and involves serious mental illness and let's say threats of violence that you are not equipped to determine the credibility of. Like, say, in Xanderhall's case, he claimed that he wanted to kill Keffels and other streamers and people who work for them. He claimed that he wanted to kill members of his family, etc., etc. This is one of those things that you talk about immediately, or maybe not never, but certainly not without taking tremendous care to make sure that the people who are mentioned or other people don't become victims themselves if this causes the person who said these things like significant harm or a loss of investment in life, I guess. And the problem here is that, not that this was hidden, it's that this was brought up for petty revenge. That was extraordinarily reckless. I'm not satisfied by the claim that Demon Mama knows Xanderhall and therefore knows for certain that Xanderhall's not going to do anything. I don't think she has a basis for claiming that. And I think bringing it up under those circumstances was tremendously irresponsible. And I want to be clear as well here. Demon Mama's cohort was not unanimously behind her on this. Doe was actually critical of this move. There's a part of Demon Mama's stream where she goes off camera. I'm given to understand that that was actually Doe talking to Demon Mama on not on my behalf, but at my urging.
In order to blackmail somebody. The answer is the sort of person who will cover up other
Blackmail's interesting. We'll see how that goes.
stuff as well. And that answer led, obviously, to the second question. What kind of stuff?
Fashion. He got uppity with me because I made fun of the idea.
Anybody with a passing knowledge of Demon Mama knows she's closely connected to and in real life friends with Ian Kaczynski, known online as Vosh Vidya or Vosh. Vosh's roughly half-decade-long career online has been plagued with a series of scandals involving his ready use of child pornography and child sexual abuse as a rhetorical lever while crafting art.
Okay, oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, I thought he was just saying ready use of child pornography, as in saying just calling Lolly child pornography without elaboration and accusing Vosh of using it, as in consuming it. But no, he's saying as a rhetorical lever. Okay, Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, that's true. All right, man. Fucking hell.
Arguments. In fact, much of Vosh's rhetorical structure revolves around the use of sexual innuendo, and even outright gross sexual imposition against others. Some of the best-known memes regarding the, at the time of writing, 457,000 sub
Viewers are discussing a recent controversy involving streamer Tyler, also known as Tyler1, and another streamer named Gayfesh. Oh my god, it's gone. Fuck.
YouTuber involved painting him as a child sexual predator, and his well-documented and outspoken desire to engage in acts of bestiality as a male horse. This culminated in early February 2024, when Vosh accidentally streamed the contents of a folder filled with pornography to a live audience of thousands, including a drawn image involving children performing oral sex on a horse. This is actually an important detail for later. Now colloquially known as the Taxes folder incident, Vosh's pornography drop was condemned by nearly the entirety of the internet, with a few notable exceptions. To this day, Demon Mama has never openly condemned Vosh for his possession of these materials, and, from what I understand, discussion of the topic is largely banned on her Discord server.
Destiny also defended it, but leaving that aside.
Sunday cracking a beer?
The answer to this quandary is indeed.
Let's go.
Demon Mama simply doesn't mind possession of these sorts of materials.
I know you would throw a fit if I didn't.
This is Pseudo-Fawn, Demon Mama's longtime partner and one of the two notable members of the polyamorous relationship she shares with Doe, another slightly less well-known streamer with some presence in the debate sphere. Fawn began dating Demon Mama, real name Emily Sovis, sometime in June of 2017, according
What an absolute scene.
to mind possession of these sorts of materials.
Mate.
I know you would throw a fit if I didn't.
This is Pseudo-Fawn, Demon Mama's longtime partner and one of the two notable members of the polyamorous relationship she shares with Doe, another slightly less well-known streamer with some presence in the debate sphere. Fawn began dating Demon Mama, real name Emily Sovis, sometime in June of 2017, according to a tweet posted to...
Okay, that's a dox. Is that going to be... Okay. I hope there's a reason for that in particular, because if it's not required to verify critical information, then it's...
Wait, what was the docs?
...with some presence in the debate sphere. Fawn began dating Demon Mama, real name Emily Sovis, sometime in June of 2017, according to a tweet posted to...
Okay, that's a dox. Is that going to be... Okay.
Jimbly super chatted $2. Let's zoom in on that rock quarry of a mouth.
Thank you for the $2. Yeah, it's a public link then, but it's still a doxing if you just like are collating it for the purpose of like directing attention towards them, negative attention towards them. That is still a dox.
I hope there's a reason for that in particular, because if it's not required to verify critical information, then it's kind of just an attack by itself. I wish I hadn't done that.
Fawn's Twitter in July of 2021. Some general internet sleuthing helped to narrow down Sovis's original home to Henrietta, New York, which also let us get the
LinkedIn account is docs. No, it'd be it depends on...
Wait, and he's going through where she used to live? Okay. Tyler got... What? That's strange, right?
Sleuthing helped to narrow down Sovis's original home to Henrietta, New York, which also let us get the
LinkedIn account is docs. No, it'd be it depends on how you find the information, right? So for example, like
no.
I verified Kyla Turner's like not so erudite's identity via LinkedIn, but she also said it out loud elsewhere. So, like, as far as I'm concerned, she identified herself in connection with that. This would be more like digging up a different thing and linking them together when there hadn't been a positive move by the streamer to link.
People, I just wish people would just use the actual definition of doxing. I feel like the definition of doxing is so easy. It's the collation and publication of personally identifying information for the purposes of harassment. That's a very clear definition. It's not about like whether the information is public already. It's whatever.
Those two accounts. It's not the end of the world. It's just like I don't like it.
Most important bit of information: her actual birth date, which was in October of 1990. That makes Demon Mama currently 33, and according to Discord messages, Fawn attended the first Salt Lake.
Let me hear this one more time. This is important. Okay, it's to confirm age, I guess.
What if the one being doxed is a PDF? That doesn't allow you to dox people. You don't just dox people. If the person's a pedophile and you think they've committed a crime, then use the personal information to report them to the police. But there's not a reason to just go and post it so people can harass them. That doesn't make any sense.
That sleuthing helped narrow down Sovis's original home to Henrietta, New York, which also let us get the most important bit of information: her actual birth date, which was in October of 1990. That makes Demon Mama currently 33.
Demon's 33. I knew this already. I don't know. Did anybody not know this? This is not new information to me. Ashley's going to report to the authorities on the basis of the next 10 minutes of video.
Okay, snap out it. It's part of the definition of doxing that the information is being posted for the purposes of harassment. That is part of the definition.
Killjoy says it was required for corroborating things during the interview. Okay.
It doesn't matter if you explicitly say, go harass this person. It's about the purpose of posting it.
And according to Discord messages, Fawn attended the first Salt Lake Comic-Con in 2013 at the age of around 16 to 17, which would make Fawn around 27 to 28 now. These ages aren't immediately important, but they will be soon enough. For the better part of a decade, Fawn has expressed public interest in drawn pictures of children in sexual situations. There are a number of tweets to this effect, but to quote a couple of them, I am extremely...
This, by the way, I have known about. My understanding was that this behavior had stopped. What's important here is that Fawn, as far as I'm aware, was not an active member of the community. She was just someone who Demon Mom was associated with privately. So that being the case, there wasn't cross-pollination between anything that Fawn was doing 10 years ago and her community now. I'm really hoping...
Yeah, I'm really hoping the age instead of explaining where they used to live, for real.
Stuff isn't fresh.
Out of the loop in the world of pornography, probably because all I care about is trap and shota dojins. Shota is Japanese drawn pornography of prepubescent boys in sexual situations. Also, yo, can anyone hook me up with about 4,000 drawings of traps, shotas, and new haps where I can crop solely to the face? Thanks in advance. Understanding the ages of the individuals involved and the context of what
it was in 2019. This is 2015.
Led them to this point is important in understanding the actual gravity of the situation when we get to the interview portion of this video and hear from a person who was victimized by these two individuals and who would have been around 13 years old when he started talking to Demon Mama in 2016. We'll get to that shortly, but to clear any confusion...
What?
Oh!
Wait, hang on.
Understanding the ages of the individuals involved and the context of what led them to this point is important in understanding the actual gravity of the situation when we get to the interview portion of this video and hear from a person who was victimized by these two individuals and who would have been around 13 years old when he started talking to Demon Mama in 2016. We'll get to that shortly, but...
Okay, it does depend, though, about the nature of the interaction, to be fair, because if they just, like... If it's like Demon Mama and this kid exchange tweets but don't really know who each other are, and then they speak to each other later, that's not too weird. Now, if they sustain contact from 13, that's very fucking weird.
To clear any confusion, Doe expressed interest in such materials and was still sharing and even making them as recently as this year.
Okay, this is Fawn, not Doe. Deer-related names, I get the confusion. This is referring to Fawn, not Doe. This would be worth, by the way, Tyler, a re-upload. That's kind of serious, getting the name of the person wrong. You're actually pinning really wrong accusations on the wrong person. I know that wasn't intentional, but like, it's kind of on.
We'll get to that shortly, but to clear any confusion, Doe expressed interest in such materials and was still sharing and even making them as recently as this year.
Okay, this is Fawn, not Doe. Deer-related names, I get the confusion. This is referring to Fawn, not Doe.
Oh.
This would be worth, by the way, Tyler, a re-upload. That's kind of serious, getting the name of the person wrong. You're actually pinning really wrong accusations on the wrong person. I know that wasn't intentional, but like, I would take down the video and re-upload it with the correction.
Yes, that is a great reminder, guys. Okay, we're at 128 likes, 254 watching. Love having high viewership at 254, 260 watching-ish right now. However, the only problem with that is it means there's a huge discrepancy between the likes and viewers. So guys, if the 130 or so of you who certainly have not liked the stream right now But please try and pull your weight and stop being freeloaders. That'd be amazing. That'd be greatly appreciated. So guys, remember to like the stream, like the stream, like the stream. I am going to keep talking to try and solicit likes, hold the stream hostage, hold the content hostage until an arbitrary amount of people that makes me feel good have come in to like the stream. Now, if you could also financially support me through the donation link in the pinned chat message, stream allowance link here. Where is this? That'd be great. Okay. You can also buy a membership, gift a membership, gift multiple memberships to random users in the chat. You can also buy a super chat, which will highlight your message and have it read out on TTS. Or you can buy a super sticker, like Max has just done with the banana sticker. Or Q has just gifted a membership. Guys, you can also go to discord.gg/Kuihman, twitter.com/Kuihman, and reddit.com/r/Kuihman. Keep up with the community and the updates. Yo, and thank you for the banana super sticker. Happy Blackbird. Thank you. Okay, let's carry on with the content.
Kind of important, but something to, because that maybe get taken up by other people. That's a bad slip.
Sharing their art depicting extremely young-looking animals and their own childish.
This is probably the least graphic piece. It depicts a Pokemon that's supposed to be the ghost of a dead child that had wandered into the woods.
Avatar creature on furry fetish website.
There's a lot of detail on the
site E621.
Right,
they are categorized as children in the tags.
Yeah, why they cake up the Pokemon like that? The fuck?
On furry fetish website.
There's a lot of detail on the
site E621.
Right,
they are categorized as
Max with another 99-cent banana super sticker coming in. Thank you.
Children in the tags. If you are a remotely normal person, you will hear the things that I'm saying and probably think to yourself, what on earth is going on with these people? I asked the same question, and a very, very curious thing happened. A lot of people.
Yo, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships, Quack. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the $4 bird character with a red paint bucket, I think. Super sticker. And thank you, Abby Blackbird, for another 99-cent banana super sticker. Thank you, guys. Thank you for all the support.
From DemonMama's community and the larger Vosh orbiter space seemed extremely concerned.
Thank you, Max, for another 99-cent banana super sticker. Thank you. The banana super sticker is going crazy right now.
Everything regarding the way I talked about her bizarre behavior, except the fact that her partner of over half a decade likes polishing the carrot to drawn pictures of children in sexual situations. These include names of people like Somniostatic and Gay Fesh, who are often seen in Vosh's chat giving donos and outside of Vosh's chat doing whisper
with another 99-cent banana super sticker. Thank you.
Campaigns, and trying, sometimes successfully, to get people's social media accounts shut down. But they can't all know each other, right? Well, here they are in DemonMama's stream at the same time during a reveal of her persona. Posadas John, another consistent Vosh pay pig, is also there, and they all know the porno artist who drew DemonMama's persona, creature thing, and I find that strange. And they all know the porno artist who drew DemonMama's persona, creature, another consistent Vosh pay pig, is also there, and they all know the porno artist who drew DemonMama's persona, creature thing, and I find that strange.
Bruh.
But for some reason, it's hard for people to articulate these ideas in this space because there's something of a cult of personality around DemonMama, Vosh, and the other individuals mentioned.
Yeah, Fawn was a minor at the time of those tweets in 2013. That was my understanding. This was activity that Fawn had ceased. So if there's recent stuff, that's a problem. But if there's not recent stuff, then like it's gross. But it's like they were literally a kid, you know?
A cult that I believe threatens, coerces, and blackmails other creators into obedience. And it sounded much, much more far-fetched.
Fawn was not a minor in 2015, and they're the same age. How old is Fawn in 2015?
Even to me when I was just sharing my...
So Fawn is 27 now. Yeah, Fawn would have been a minor in 2015.
27 now. Am I retarded? Well, I mean, barely, maybe. Yo, thank you for the 149 banana super sticker from Quack. Thank you.
No, actually 18, 19.
DemonMama's persona would be the fuck out of yours.
Thoughts about it on stream. But you know who didn't think it sounded far-fetched? The person I'm going to introduce you to right now.
All right. Sunday, there's more to come, but even that old stuff was when Fawn was of age. The screenshots are from 2015. 2015 would be 18, 19. Oh, what? Shit.
Oh, no.
Horrendously underslept, okay? Bear with me here.
Right. All right. Oh, so no. Go ahead, introduce yourself, and then we can just hop into the timeline of stuff.
Okay. I am Glooby. I was a thumbnail artist for DemonMama, and I've known her for about 8 years.
Thumbnail artist. This is who Wednesday was replacing. I hooked my my previous editor Wednesday up with DemonMama briefly. She was doing thumbnail art for her.
Yo, thank you for the 99-cent banana super sticker from Max. Thank you very much.
I would consider myself, or I did consider myself, a close friend of hers for a good amount of time. I suppose I should just get into the timeline then. I met DemonMama, as she's mentioned on stream a couple times, on Overwatch in 2016, I think late 2016 at the latest.
Which led them having a private relationship. What?
Met on Overwatch. Meeting kids on Overwatch. Let's go.
I was 13, 14 at the time, and our relationship just started off like friendly, and we played games together. I eventually was introduced to her partners, and we played as well. And
can I ask you a little bit about those? So how did you
Yo, and thank you, Abby, for the 99-cent banana peel. This time, not a full banana, just the banana peel. And thank you, Queller, for the 149 New Zealand dollars dog. Thank you, yellow dog. Thank you, thank you.
First meet for real? Like, so what, you say you were playing a game? What game were you playing? And how old were you at the time?
So I was 13 or maybe 14 at the time. I think 13, because it would have been, if I remember correctly, it was on Overwatch on a Kings Row match. It wouldn't have been during any of the holiday stuff, so it wouldn't have been like decorated towards it. So it would have probably been summer of 2016. So I would have been 16 at the, or not 16, sorry, 13 at the time. I met her. She was in voice call and in the like match lobby, and people were like giving her shit for like talking. I'm guessing, I'm assuming it's because she's a trans woman and just people being bigoted and shitty. And I was like a goober little kid, so I was like, fuck those people. If you want, we could go play. And we were doing well, yada yada. And we ended up grouping up together after that game and just continued playing throughout the night. And then we added each other on Discord. I don't know if it was that day or after a bit, but I know we played for a good bit, and then that's how we started talking online and all that.
And I think I'm aware that DemonMama's age is she was born in 1990, I believe, so she would be about 26 in 2016.
I did not know that was her age. Good to know, actually. So that actually helps me a lot, timeline-wise here. So that will give me some good. Oh, that makes that worse.
Yeah,
knowing that.
Sorry, I went through. I endeavored to find necessary information because it's obviously
okay. To be clear, 26 talking to a minor is not intrinsically bad. It depends on what they were talking about. That's what matters. There is an age gap. Did he say that they were talking about something in particular that I'm going to really kick myself for making this point at this juncture that I missed?
Yo, geez, okay, 2 seconds. I just had a hot dog super sticker for 99 cents and a foam finger super sticker for $1.99. Thank you, Max and Abby. Thank you, thank you.
Hey, Glooby. Yes? You have a minute? Okay.
Quite relevant to this, knowing that the individual would be...
I don't need this. I feel like I'm too old for this shit. Oh my god.
What is 13 years older than you? If you're 13 and they're 26 is...
Yeah, general... Oh shit, what did I do? Hang on. Okay, I fucked that up. We'll have to go back to...
She was in voice call. I don't know if it was that day.
Born in 1990.
Okay. Just to be clear, I know Tyler's older than me. That was a weird experience. I always have this weird impression that I'm older than everybody else, but it turns out it's just because everybody else is fucking stupid. I'm the young'un, weirdly. I'm younger than Destiny, younger than Chud Logic, younger than DemonMama. Those younger than me, thank God. Younger than Tyler. Younger than Wicked Supreme, like, just name it. It's weird as hell. But just to be clear, while it is not the case that talking to a minor is intrinsically bad, as a content creator, if you have reason to think the person you're talking to is underage, Mike Pence it. Just don't. Seriously, it's not worth it. Not worth it. Just don't. Just don't. Cut the call. Sorry, I only talk to people over 18. My sincerest apologies. Just, it is the nature of the thing. I have to be responsible. Just cut it. Just don't. Just don't do it. Just don't. No reason.
Thank you for the 149 super sticker, Quack. Thank you, thank you.
No, wait, I'm 32. Am I 33 or 32?
Is this guy okay?
Uh-oh. How old am I? Shit, hang on.
Yo, thank you for the 149 super sticker, Quack, with the rainbow. Thank you.
33, okay.
I believe, so she would be about 26 in 2016.
I did not know that was her age. Good to know, actually. So that actually helps me a lot, timeline-wise here. So that will give me some good... Oh, that makes that worse.
Yeah.
Knowing that.
Sorry. I went through... I endeavored to find necessary information because it's obviously quite relevant to this, knowing that the individual would be, 13 years older than you. If you're 13 and they're 26 is a substantial difference. But you guys hopped into the Discord and
Tyler banning minors is a breath of fresh air, not gonna lie. Hey, we ban minors too. We just don't make a big fuss about it.
Started talking immediately off and on. Did you join her Discord or did you just friend each other?
There was, I think, a server that I forget. I know there was a couple people in it that she still has around. I know Fawn was in it, a partner at the time that she had, that she's not dating anymore. Some other folk that were just chill. What's it called? I know at first it was just DMs, and then I was invited into a server where we would go into VC, and it was either a server or a private DM call, or like one of the group ones. I can't remember.
Sunday's only a year older than me. What am I doing with my life? Not reading enough leftist theory, that's for sure. Thank you for the 99-cent cherry pie slice super sticker, Max.
Because it had VCs and text chats, I think.
And what did you guys talk about, and what was the nature of the server?
Is it weird you're the only one of your colleagues who can't remember 9/11? I am like the youngest. Well, that's not true, because I mean, I'm kind of adjacent to Lyrics as well, right? That's not true. You're owned, you're raped. Also, I feel like I've got slight memories of 9/11. I've got memories really early in my life. I've got slight flashes of 9/11, like that day. But you never know, do you? When memories are that early, you don't know what's just sort of constructed from shit people have said to you. Thank you for the 199, Abby, and thank you for the 199, Max, both on the Vibes super stickers there. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
It was pretty casual. I know there was an art section, so it might have, yeah, it definitely, okay, so it was probably a server then if it had an art section, and I know Fawn posted her stuff there, and I posted my stuff there. If it wasn't a server, then it was definitely in DMs or a private chat with all of us in it, because I remember us talking about the different art, and
I was alive by 9/11. Okay,
I don't want to
remember
name
the
them.
dancing. Yeah, how could exactly what I'm saying to you? I remember the family party on that rooftop in New York. How could I forget? Wait, you know, I'll never forget the sounds that I could hear on 9/11. I'll never forget. I'll never forget what I could hear on 9/11. It takes me back. It takes me back.
If I do name these people, I don't want them to like get thrown through the gutter for this because they were just there.
My primary focus on individuals that would have been around Demon Mama at the time are on people.
Glooby, if you don't mind, I wouldn't mind asking you a couple of questions in DMs if you're comfortable with that.
That are still around her now.
Okay.
So Demon Mama, Fawn, notable figures in her community.
Sunday, did you feel yourself dying after 30? I felt myself dying after 19. Then I realized, oh wait, oh no, this is still going.
Community like Gay Fesh and like any of those individuals, I would like for you to bring up if it's okay with you. But anybody who's a sort of like a private citizen.
Yeah, go for it. Are you in Tyler's Discord? Can you DM me? Because it'll be difficult for me to find you while I'm streaming.
Has since departed. There's absolutely no reason to bring them up.
Then in that case, I won't bring them. Just yeah. All right. So at that point, it was casual, and I know I was sharing art. I don't know if it was not safe for work in nature at the time, but I know I was just sharing general art that I made in the chat, and Fawn was sharing the stuff that she made, and it was mostly not safe for work in nature. Some of it wasn't. Around then, I would say that's when like the sharing of it became like it started with Fawn. And I know Demon Mama did share some of the stuff that like she didn't draw. I know she doesn't draw, but I know she did share.
Thank you for the 199 Yum super sticker, Jimberly. Thank you, thank you.
Some of the stuff that she was into as well in the art chats.
Can I? This is gonna be a little gross. You're already familiar with this stuff, but can I describe some of these images, and you can confirm that these are the ones that you sent me, that she sent you earlier?
Yes, go for it.
So one of them is this is from Pseudophon on July 28th, 2020. It's like the back end reproductive organs of a horse with a tail.
Oh, the atomically accurate horse.
Yeah.
Yeah. That I remember when I saw that the first time. I was shocked. I was like, oh, this is this is a bit much even for what I expected Fawn to be into. And at this point, well, I guess I will get to that in the timeline. But at this point, I thought
they're sexualizing animals, and it's getting to the point where even I'm uncomfortable. Thank you for the 99 cents, Max. Thank you for the roses. Thank you for the roses.
Okay. Well, I guess technically even I didn't follow it at the time as a minor. The now sharing of the not safe for work stuff while they moved to wherever they moved to.
Yeah.
So at that point, I'm gonna be honest, getting sent atomically accurate horse pussy out of nowhere was kind of like, oh, I don't want to talk to this person very much. And there was a general, I think I might actually have it in the DMs. There was kind of a gap before I talked to them again because it did make me uncomfortable at the time, and I won't lie about that.
Yeah,
see if I can find that.
There's another one. You might be a little bit backward. The gap seems to be between Pseudofon in that same year, but April of 2020, sending you a picture of Interact.
Well, I can't remember what they say. I can't remember the NPC lines. Where's what is the?
Thanks for the follow.
Copy.
What do they say?
Jeez, that's really spicy.
Let me help you, Spider-Man.
How you doing? You want to get on?
Let me help you, Spider-Man.
Well, is that?
Wait, that's not okay. No, this one does it, doesn't she?
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Baby, you calling me? Oh, you love me? I love you too. Oh, thank you, baby. This is so cute. Ice cream so good. Yes, yes, yes.
Ice cream so good. Yes, yes, yes. There we go.
Finish with I'm assuming that's her like avatar or something hanging off the side of it.
Yeah, I am not sure what that is. That one, yeah, I was confused as well about that one, but I kind of just was like, yeah, and then moved on because I really didn't want to acknowledge it, I guess.
And these people were pretty aware of your age. I mean, you said you were in voice chat. Obviously, if you're under,
Okay, I don't know what they say. Thank you for the 99-cent time and super sticker happy.
Probably, as they say, a squeaker.
Yeah, it's interesting you mentioned that because it was told to
So, Glooby, hang on. Sorry, I'm having trouble following this. So, you were 13 at the time of these? Glooby, would it be an imposition to ask you to call in? No pressure. I've DM'd you the same, but it might be more efficient.
We get a Sunday exclusive.
More than one time that I acted older and everything for my age by these people. Okay. So it's funny in a fucked up sense, and it's not funny. I'm coping horribly right now.
No, it's completely fine.
So Glooby's only 21 now.
Did you think that was a major highlight of your
22?
Relationship with these individuals while you were in the server with them, that you were notable for your youth and for sort of, I don't know, your kind of permissibility with sharing these fairly explicitly sexual images?
Gang.
Like they acknowledged it.
Entering Glizzy Overdrive. Thank you for the 99 cents, Max.
Okay, Glooby's one to come on, so that's helpful.
But it didn't really change anything, I guess. Like, I kind of was just another one of the people in there, despite my age.
And
I guess we're going to pause this for a second. We're going to bring Glooby on. That'll simplify things a little bit. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to run to the washroom, and then we'll get on with this.
Thank you for the Glizzy, Abby. Guys, this is so dumb.
These images that you were sent by Pseudofon. These were sent to you when you were of what age?
I would have been 16, 17 at the time.
Just for my...
Hello.
How you doing?
Okay-ish, I suppose, given everything.
Okay. Just for my edification. So these images that you were sent by Pseudofon, these were sent to you when you were of what age?
I would have been 16, 17 at the time.
Okay. Was Fawn aware of your age?
Yes.
Okay. Do we have proof that Fawn was aware of your age?
It would have been, if not in the call...
Dude, oh my god. Wait, where is it? This one was the funniest.
Whoa, a lot of protein, sir. Let's go to the gym, buddy. Let's go to the gym, buddy. Let's go to the gym, buddy. Aliens, they will know my power. I need more bullets. I need more bullets. I need more bullets. I need more bullets. Bigger weapons. Bigger weapons. Bigger weapons. I need more bullets. I need more bullets. Whoa, thanks for the protein, sir. Watch me ride that horse, sir. Hasta la vista, baby. 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 No, that is a weapon. No, that is a weapon.
Holy fuck, man. He went crazy with that. That was fucking crazy. Okay. Oh man. Thank you for the 99-cent peach super sticker, Max. Thank you. Jesus Christ, man. I forgot how funny that was. Holy fuck.
Where I was like, where they were like, you're older, or you act older for your age.
Okay, so would have been
any of those
okay. So we are running with anecdote here for that, just to be clear. Which is fine. It helps me like parse this out.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Actually, I am. Maybe you cover this in the interview. I am a little bit curious. Why no? Just out of curiosity. Why are you coming forward with this no? You don't have to answer. I'm just.
Honestly, a friend of mine came out with their experience and how they like had just shit going on, and I talked to my partner about it, and understanding what kind of happened and not knowing what Fawn was tweeting actively at the same time, kind of just threw me for a loop, and then I was like, fuck, I gotta say something about an hour. It's just gonna sit indefinitely, probably.
Okay, fair enough. I'm gonna share the screen with you, if you're okay with that, and I'll ask you questions as we go. You okay with that?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, let me know if you can see and hear that. All right.
I can get into this part of the timeline then, the video call incident.
Please.
I think we were playing games at first, but it ended up being either we were playing games or drawing or hanging out or something. So I know DemonMama and Fawn were in the call, and Fawn turned on her camera, and I look over, and she's flashing dildos on her screen and laughing. And what's it called? DemonMama did, I will mention, DemonMama did go Fawn, like telling her to stop, but it did not stop Fawn for that to then
Sorry,
go
yeah, I muted because I was coughing after I laughed so hard. So I just read out your message, saying I like the contrast between the child grooming and the TikToks. I was just laughing at that.
Detail and tell me which dildos were joke dildos and ones she actually used.
Jeez. And how old were you at the time?
I would have been at the most 14, 15.
Okay.
It was really fun. It was really
fun.
funny.
You were looking at them, or was it just one?
It was really fun.
I might have been on video. I don't think so, though. I don't think I had a webcam at that point.
Okay, I got a quick question for you, Glooby. So in this conversation, were DemonMama and Fawn both, like, could you tell, were they both actively in the same call, in the same conversation with you while this was taking place?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so
this
you were
was
getting,
like just us three in the call.
Okay,
well.
but you were getting like vocal cues or whatever, suggesting that DemonMama, if this wasn't on video, was still active in the call and was hearing this and hadn't, for example, walked away.
Oh yeah, she saw it happen. Like,
okay,
she witnessed it as well.
Okay.
Like, she was
were there references to it after the fact?
It was just her going Fawn, and then Fawn mentioning.
Just to lay bare what I'm doing here, I'm trying to ascertain beyond the shadow of the doubt, or the extent that we can, that the bad things Fawn was doing, DemonMama was.
Oh yeah, she was fully actively aware. Yeah, she was fully actively aware of it. And
okay.
Yeah, but okay, it's fine for this person to say that, and that may well be true, but we do need actual evidence to show that DemonMama was aware, right?
Yeah, it just kind of never went anywhere from that. It just kind of was a thing that happened.
Okay.
Gotcha. And you would say that, so very clearly, DemonMama noticed that something inappropriate was happening. They're fairly aware of your age, and she did not cut the call, even though she could have, and put a stop to that.
Yeah, it could have ended right then and there, but it did not. The call just kept going. And
how did that make you feel?
I was really uncomfortable in the moment.
Stance broken by a hearty laugh. Switch to vapes for a month. Shut the fuck up.
I'm gonna reiterate this. Tyler, like, conflating Doe and Fawn is kind of a big deal here. You're actually implicating like somebody who appears to be, I hope, innocent in this, with somebody who's the explicit mention. This would be worth an edit and a re-upload. Sorry, Glooby.
I didn't really know what to feel, I guess. I'm still kind of not really grasping the gravity of what has been going on and what has happened. I'm still very much just, I guess just, I just feel like fucked up about it. Just feel weird and really not good about all of it. And
by the way, Glooby, probably doesn't need mentioning, but if you're uncomfortable at all, like, don't feel obligated to stay on, okay?
We'll keep that.
Would you say that at your age, was this probably one of maybe your first sexual experiences with?
Oh yeah, I would definitely say so.
And they sort of made that decision for you.
Yeah, I would definitely agree on that. I did not consent to that at all.
Was there more of this sort of horse playing with sexuality?
Sunday sweating like a dog in a sauna. It does seem that way, doesn't it? He's like, oh man, this is looking a bit.
Knowing that there was a minor round happening, or was this?
It is rough to, I imagine, to have like people you consider friends get hit with basically grooming allegations. You're just having to sit there on stream.
One off, or maybe something that they were testing the waters with. What was your impression?
Honestly, now knowing what Fawn's tweeted, I don't know if there was anything malicious going on. I don't want to like imply that I feel that way, but it is really weird that she was so open to talk about her kinks and like do that and share her not safe for work. And a lot of the not safe for work she did share with me.
I feel like sharing her kinks is not the primary issue here. The primary issue here is that the kinks in question involved a fetish for underage boys.
Around that time was like Binding of Isaac characters, and the stuff she still draws is Binding of Isaac characters. And if you know what Binding of Isaac is, it's about like dead babies.
Yeah,
and
little
kids.
children.
Yeah.
When did you find out about Fawn's Twitter and her sort of predilection towards being very open with a sexual?
Oh, I'm sorry. You were speaking so quietly. I didn't realize you were talking over the video. Can you say that again?
All of the Binding of Isaac art and all the not safe for work art was prevalent throughout like the entirety of our relationship. Like that was always there. Just to clarify that if I didn't say that as well in the video. I also want to bring this up because the only reason there isn't screenshots of the art and stuff when I was like 13 and 14, I bring this up a little bit, but the people I had interacted with prior to the Demon Mama.
Wait, what, they were like sending Binding of Isaac R34? Is that what they're talking about here?
Community, these are IRL people. They like were literally DDoSing me off the internet because I was a queer person. Like they knew my IP address, were fucking with me, all that kind of shit. Yeah. And so
dude, that is so wretched. That is fucking. Ooh.
I dipped from that, went to DemonMama's community. DemonMama knew all of that. That's my context for that. I do have screenshots saying that I did jump accounts and her being like, yeah, okay to that, but I do not have the screenshot specifically of the art when I was that age.
Good.
For that.
Sexual attraction towards minors.
When you made your stream about it, actually, I didn't know those tweets existed.
Oh, okay.
I followed her on Twitter, but like after a while when I made a Twitter, but I didn't know those ones existed. And when I realized it matched up around the time that I met her and started talking to her and interacted with her, it made me really uncomfortable knowing that she was sending me all that stuff and talking about all that stuff while actively jerking it to Shotokan.
I don't want to press you too much more on that, but do you think that there's a direct relationship between their, maybe not necessarily Demon Mom as well, but certainly Fawn, their relationship with you and these tweets that they were making? Do you think that there's possibly a direct connection? Because they're almost doing this exactly the same time.
I really don't want to believe that. I really don't want to think that she did that and thought like that, but there is a chance, and I really don't like that there is a chance that that's a possibility. I mentally don't want to entertain that because I've known her and talked to her and like have heard like sad fucked up shit from her and her, like we've had one-to-one conversations about our existences and all of the fucked up shit in our lives, et cetera, et cetera. But like I guess because of how I viewed her as a friend in quotations, because of our very fucked up relationship, it hurts me to know that that's a chance, and that's a very real possibility.
This is something I've heard a few times from people that are leaving Demon Mama's community or even connected to it, that they maybe witnessed something inappropriate, had an inappropriate experience, maybe felt some uncomfortable feelings, and the sort of trauma relationships that were built between people and the sort of friendship that they didn't want to lose was something that they felt they had to put ahead of maybe, talking about how uncomfortable they were or talking about maybe ending a certain kind of behavior. Do you feel that might have influenced decisions on your part to say like, hey, don't ever do that again, or I'm very weirded out by this?
I have not seen this as a general trend. So I don't, maybe that has been Tyler's experience. Maybe my recent friendship with Demon Mama has made people more reticent to express those things to me, but this has not been my experience so far. So I'm curious what he's referencing here.
Or anything like that?
I would definitely say so. I think that's probably why it took until hearing all that stuff and seeing a friend of mine come on your stream. And shout out to Triptych for talking about the Demon Mama stuff, because I didn't know they left, and I knew they were in the middle of the shitstorm that was the Demon Mama mod team and that whole community being the fucking mess that it was.
Yeah, I recognized Triptych earlier. Triptych is one of those mods that was kind of an asshole to me in Demon Mama's server, actually.
You probably said
I don't know. I feel like I feel like I was pretty.
This moderator was kind of an asshole. Yeah, I think he might be a pedophile based on that.
But of course, I'd say that.
And it was a mess when I moderated it, and I can't even imagine.
Yes, Mr. President.
With how culty it got.
Anything you say, Mr. President. I understand the message.
This is the pattern, though.
I'm taking the
you're
order.
all mad at me at first, and then a year later, like clockwork, you're all apologizing.
I'm going to get to that and some of your work history here in a second. I think I just have one immediate question, and then we can finish up the timeline. There's just one other screenshot you sent me.
These are terrible, terrible
and then I just want to get some of your impressions on it. You guys were talking about some other stuff in my feed is ego, but it's really funny. This is from July 8th, 2021, about a month or a year after some of those previous ones. You wrote, it'll feed the horny minds, including mine. By the way, if you're worried about NSFW stuff, I'm 18, so we vibing, cuz. And Demon Mama said, I'm not anymore, smiley face. You've always been respectful about that. That's a very curious thing for Adele to say.
Oh, lovely. Oh, we're getting into this. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, when I forget when this happened, but I was probably, I think maybe 15, 16. Whenever she moved to Seattle or Washington or whatever the hell she is, I was told not to
what
send
was this here, though? This was like,
You've always been respectful about that. That's a very curious thing for Adele to say.
Oh, lovely. Oh, we're getting into this. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, when I forget when this happened, but I was probably, I think maybe 15, 16. Whenever she moved to Seattle or Washington or whatever the hell she is, I was told not to send Not Safe for Work to her anymore because the state and wherever she was moving to, that would be a huge no-no.
But not because you were a legal minor.
Yeah, no. Before that point, it was free game.
And so,
okay, it's cool to get, you know, confirmation of these people doing this stuff, but are you surprised? They obviously don't believe in, like, the American legal system. They're like anarchists, right? They probably literally think that under socialism or under communism, under anarcho-communism, there would be no need for the age of consent. They almost definitely believe that, I would say. Just, I haven't heard them say it, but that's what, when you get to the far ends of that, that's what they start believing. So the idea that, you know, that they're only caring about the law, like, because they could get in trouble, that does not surprise me whatsoever. Didn't Vosh actually say that one? I think he said it would make sense for the age of consent to lower or something. It was something he did say something along those lines. Yeah, something like that. Because basically the concept is that as forms of inequalities decrease, there's less power that can be held over another person, and so the only things that become relevant are whether they're ready and able to. Yeah. Like, I understand. It's like, it's retarded because they actually, I understand if you use that line of thinking to sort of, you can use like an argument or a line of thinking like that to sort of explore why we have the age of consent. Right. But when you're just saying, oh, we should have socialism because then the age of consent would be lower. It's like, okay, what the fuck are you on about? What the fuck are you on about?
Were these things that she not just welcomed, but like asked for? Was there any?
So he claimed to be 18. No, he was 18 in 2021. Yes?
Not if it was July, then I still would have been 17, actually, thinking about it at that point.
This would have been August.
Oh, is that August?
August, unless the days before the month. Unless the month is before the day.
That is a good question. That's in my screenshot format, too.
Yeah, so is that month, day, or day, month? Because if it's day, month, then it's August.
Then, yeah, then it should be. Oh, wait, no, I wouldn't be, because oh, God, that's... Yeah, I would still not be. My birthday is like in 2 weeks from that, actually. I still would have been 17 at the time. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what's it called? It's one of the boys.
Legal minor.
Yeah, no. Before that point, it was free game.
And so, were these things that she not just welcomed, but like asked for? Was there any aspect of like ordering, so to say?
I wouldn't say that. It was very like just casual. Like I was just one of the what's it called? It's one of the boys. Just we're chilling. We're sending each other our art and
one of the what? The fuck did you just call them?
I wouldn't say that. It was very like just casual. Like I was just one of the what's it called? It's one of the boys. Just
what a transphobic piece of shit, man. Seriously, wow, really? Just because these people groomed you, you're calling them guys now, huh? Wow, cool, man.
We're chilling. We're sending each other our art and the stuff we like, and just kept going until that point, and it did stop for a good bit. I think it stopped for a good bit on my old account.
So the relevant part is DemonMama says anymore, implying it happened before. Well, it implies she was worrying before, right? Or it implies she's not worrying anymore since Glooby said this.
Because I remember her being very like thankful about it at least once, and before the screenshot that I sent you. But I guess that didn't last very long.
And if I have another one up here. I think this maybe you sent a picture of buttholes to Demon Mama, and this is November 27th, 2019.
Oh, please don't show the
Of
buttholes.
course, it's called Draw Pile. It's supposed to get wild.
Thank you for the 99-cent rainbow super sticker, Abby. Thank you.
How are you? Good dude. Drawing buttholes for the first time. She says good anatomy practice. And then you guys kind of start a conversation. So this is you've sent pornography to an adult who is
well, I was like 16 or 17 at that point. I would have been 17.
Which we did. So she's going to be about.
Okay, just for my edification, was the butthole pornographic in nature, or was it an anatomical experiment?
Pornographic.
Okay.
29, 30 years old.
Obviously
oh
pornographic or pornographic in nature?
Oh, very, very pornographic.
Okay, had to ask.
There's no judgments to you.
Thank you for the 99-cent nope super sticker, Max. Thank you.
I think that if a minor sent me a not safe for work drawing, I would probably just say, don't do that anymore. But this was a pattern of stuff. How does it make you feel, now that you're a bit older, somebody with that kind of age difference, exchanging, kind of freewheel exchanging pornographic material with a minor?
It really fucks me up now. Because like if I was in that, I'm thinking like of myself if I was in that position now as an adult, like talking to like a minor, that's fucking.
So hang on, again for my edification. So at the time of sending this to Demon Mama, she was, this is in 2019, and the previous one was in 2021. So the buttholes are before you were 18, definitely, because they were a year prior and you were only 17 at the time of the conversation. Okay, all right.
Minor sent me a not safe for work drawing. I would probably just say, don't do that anymore. But this was a pattern of stuff. How does it make you feel, now that you're a bit older, somebody with that kind of age difference, exchanging, kind
thinking like of myself if I was in that position now as an adult, like talking to like a minor, that's fucking gross.
Yeah,
that fucks me up bad. Like thinking like I don't know what the thought process that makes this okay is, but I can't find it.
Yes.
In my noggin. It just should be no. And the fact that I broke the rule that she set, and the fact that she was just fine with it and didn't reprimand me or anything, that is rather telling.
Well, I think also there being a rule that
is also telling.
Yeah, it's sort of establishing the nature of that interaction seems, that in my mind, I'm going to use this word. You don't have to agree with me, but this does strike me as being at least a touch predatory. I don't know if you agree with that or not. But
guys, thank you for the super stickers. Yeah. Thank you. What have we got? We got a 149 dumbbell from Satius and a 99-cent smiling poo emoji from Abby. Thank you.
I will a little agree on that one. It is a little fucky in that regard.
I'm going to try to move the conversation.
Okay, a little fucky in that regard. I'm gonna agree to that to a point, but I am curious about if do you have any issue with me like inquiring a little bit further into this?
If you'd like to, if it does get to like a point where I'm like, all right,
let me know.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try to keep it abstract and whatever. So you sent images of a clearly pornographic nature to Demon Mama. Okay, Demon Mama, was she employing you at this point?
At this point, I would have been working for her. Yeah.
Okay, and she was acutely aware of your age.
Yeah.
Okay, and she sent nothing back.
At that time, when it was the server.
Go thank for the $4 super sticker, Satius. Thank you.
Then that was a different, that was just like sharing art of any kind of nature, including not safe for work. That was.
But she would share, like she would like at you specifically, or just post.
Not at me specifically. Just post it like.
Okay, I'm trying just once again to clarify what I'm doing. I'm trying to classify actions taken in knowledge.
Yeah.
And actions taken. I guess it'd be better to say like deliberate versus negligent.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
It was more negligent than specific.
Okay, so nothing was sent to you by her in DMs directly. Nothing was directly added towards you.
As far as I can remember, with Demon Mama, there was no direct.
Okay, good. Was Doe continuing to, or not Doe? Sorry, even I'm doing it. Was Fawn continuing to send you things of that nature throughout this period?
The screenshots that he provided are from this period, so yes.
Okay, they would be. Sorry, this is my first.
Oh yeah, no worries.
Through. Now, when you spoke to Demon Mama, all of your conversations, they did not concern the subject matter of the images. There was like in this one here, for example, it's like good anatomical lesson, and then moving on from the conversation. Did they do well on these, or was it like
not that?
Extreme Dad must be seething about this. So real.
I can remember, but it wouldn't. I don't want to like be like on a maybe. So from what I understood, it wasn't like, it was always just, oh, this is good art, yada yada, moved on. It was never like really dwelling on it. Like
it was never show me more, right?
Yeah, it was never like a show me more kind of thing.
Okay.
Conversation away from this, at least for a little bit. If you want to return to it later, that's absolutely okay. But it's actually even it's a bit much even for me. I have to assume it's probably a little bit for you.
Yeah, it is a lot.
Moving.
Food Shops super chatted $1.99. Is this karma for being anti Mr. Girl?
It pretty much always is, Mr. Girl haters just get taken out back eventually. Okay, they get sent to the bad horses get sent to the glue factory. Okay, it always happens.
Into the Demon Mama community, which you ended up being integrated into and eventually working for by your own statements to me. You started drawing thumbnails for her. and also acting as a moderator. Can you tell me how that relationship evolved to that point?
I was brought on as a mod really early on, as I think just because I was a friend of hers and she needed mods. And
Could I ask a bit of a at a time point?
When did she start her channel? Probably I would probably say just started her channel. I don't know the exact date, but like really extremely early on.
It's like a 2016, 2017 ish. You know, I think I'm supposing. Sorry, if you want to look it up, feel free.
Yeah, I will look it up. 4 years ago. Let's see. So 2020. So about I would say about mid 2020 to like late 2020.
Okay, look. To be fair, Emery, I don't think Sunday's friends with a child groomer or a child exploiter, because the alleged child exploiter is Fawn. DemonMama has just been sort of aware of it and around it.
Budapest Treat super chatted $1.99. I'm eating ice cream while watching this. Yum yum.
I don't think Doe's been accused here either. I'm eating ice cream while watching this. Yum yum. Thank you for the $1.99 Budapest Street. Thank you.
20. I started modding for her and being active in her community.
Gotcha.
And on the mod end, it's interesting.
Ice cream so good. Ice cream so good. Yum. Ice cream so good. Okay, thank you for the 149 dishes. Right, Mr. Girl wasn't friends with that guy. He was called him once and got booted because he was too much of a freak. I was talking about the child sex slave. Yeah.
The moment that a bunch of like the political frogs all really swarmed in from all the lefty side, in quotations, the mod team kind of had its first implosion. The head mod at the time and thumbnail artist Gina.
And he was booted when Mr. Girl didn't even know it was a kid. It could have well been an adult.
Kind of had like a meltdown, and it was a couple of things leading up to it, but the entire, I forget if she was going to delete something important or start banning mods at random because she had the power to. But we had a full lockdown of the mod chat, and we had to cycle out the thumbnail artist, the head mod, and I think we had to do like a big old talk with all of the mods, and that was like barely when she was like,
"Hey, you know they got your mans. They got your mans on sex assault charges. Yeah, the nigga you be hanging with. The nigga you be hanging with. Oh, yeah, sex offender. And he was your mans. He was your boy. I heard you grew up with him. That's crazy, man. You ain't know what he was doing? You ain't feel bad at all? Like, no guilt? Hey, you know.
Like a 1K, 2K subscriber, like.
Him chastising the slave on the call has got to be top 5 scariest things ever streamed. Dude, that is actually so crazy, isn't it, when you think about it? This guy was literally there chastising his child sex slave that he had enticed to his place and was, like, fucking routinely abusing with his girlfriend at that point. Bro. It is so fucking insane.
She was really small at the time, so it was already kind of a mess at that point.
Were a lot of these people carryovers from the previous Discord you were in?
A couple of them were actually. I don't think they stayed for very long. I don't think. I met Gayfesh.
I don't know if I went over the censoring and shit on stream, but I did read it. Yeah.
Community. So he wasn't in there. Who was? All the people that I can think of have either disassociated from DemonMama entirely, or like have just kind of faded.
Wasn't he an ex like Riot or Epic developer? And got like some huge payout or some shit
out into non-existence for doing whatever they're doing. So as far as I can remember, I think most of the new mods that were there were either friends of hers or just new people that came in from the community that she trusted eventually.
And that seems like it's pretty common that she keeps her friends close. It's a very tight circle.
Yeah, I would say so. God, what is it? I forget if there was. I know there was constant fighting in the mod chat. It seems pretty standard for lefty political things, but there was a lot of bickering and like arguing over just nonsense constantly with the mods. And there was more than a few times that the new head mod that we had, and I think even DemonMama had a couple times had to go in and argue with some of the people that she had and drop some of the people that she had. Going, oh God,
it would be your he him, right?
Yeah. Sorry to. I might have to go. I might have a seizure.
So, oh God, yeah, please, no.
Yeah, I need to dip. Sorry.
Okay, take it easy. Yeah, take care. Thanks. Jesus. Hope they're okay. Oh, I just saw your message. I'm so sorry, Libby. Yeah, take it easy. If you have any issues with my coverage, please come on later, or DM me.
He was playing Gacha IRL. No, dude, that's fucked up. Nah,
Sure.
dude, he was wailing.
There's an entire.
I have Lime will be good. No worries. Okay. Well, I mean, yeah.
You needed
go
that
chill,
lolly.
get some
Okay, you
sunshine,
needed the
whatever
banner
that's
lolly. Stop.
What's it called? Thing here. I forgot about. I might have to inform you about that at another time.
It's all good.
That's something to get into potentially. But for this, sorry, I'm drawing a blank really bad right now.
No, it's okay. I sort of took you off the road. I was just giving you room to speak. We were going over the timeline, and right around 2020, I think it is, when the start of her channel, you became a mod. You started doing moderator activities. I'm going to assume standard message removal, bans, approvals, that kind of stuff, and making thumbnails.
Okay, so this person got a job with DemonMama or some shit as well, I guess. Sorry, this is like, I feel like Tyler's video could have been like 20 minutes. I don't know why it's an hour.
Looks like there's been a takedown notice for Tyler.
A privacy complaint? No way.
Because DemonMama was aware of the fact that you were an artist for reasons.
So when I started doing thumbnails, actually, not only did I do the thumbnails.
Is that because of the docs info or what? Yeah, it probably is. Or because of LinkedIn.
Because DemonMama was aware of the fact that you were an artist for reasons.
So when I started doing thumbnails, actually, not only did I do the thumbnails.
That was fake? What, you mean this?
Her Drama Mama section, I did the animated intro for that as well. Funny story about that one. And this one pisses me off as an artist. I made that in like 6 hours because she wanted it done before her next stream. So it looked like ass. And like it's okay, it's an animation, yada yada, it works for her stream or whatever. But I went back and took like multiple weeks out of my time while sick to make it better and nicer, and I sent it to the editing team at the time, and it was never used.
And
so that, on a personal note, that pisses me off.
Sorry. To clarify, by sick, this is right around the time that, or after the time that you contracted Lyme disease, which is something you're still living with now, and is fairly serious.
Yeah.
I don't think you can cure Lyme disease. I think you're always living with Lyme disease after you have it.
Oh, okay. It wasn't a real takedown, I guess.
June of, I honestly, it would have been at the end of that year because of COVID. Yeah, at the end of that year.
Yeah, I'm going to download this just in case we have to. It gets taken down midway through the stream. That would be frustrating.
Chronic Lyme? Uh-oh.
I got COVID and it triggered the Lyme disease.
Schlong COVID?
That I had.
Chronic Lyme, Schlong COVID. Have we got chronic fatigue too?
Dormant in my body since I was a little kid. And just a brief overview of my Lyme and all that. It causes me seizures, immense chronic body pain. I contracted SIBO, which is a small bacterial overgrowth, and I've vomited 185 pounds out of my body in the past year and a half.
That's pretty terrible. On top of the unfortunate revelation from my shit.
Throwing some fiber, yeah.
So that's fun. But during that time, it was just the seizures, and actually no, the vomiting was also a factor during the later end of the work relationship. So I can get into that when.
Little behind, but Dabba, Sexo guy did get a big payout from Epic. He made some game engine in his teens. They bought him out, hired him, and didn't fire him probably after conduct complaints. Awesome. I thought so.
That's timeline-wise applicable. For the timeline stuff, DemonMama's thumbnail thing. I was only meant to do thumbnails. That's what I signed up for. That's what I was told I was going to do. I quickly learned that wasn't the case. I would be managing.
Why is every single person with chronic Lyme like this? Why? Because it's like a made-up thing. It's like a delusion.
All of her titles, doing all the tagging for the video, making sure they get out on time. I even made all of the categories for her videos because she didn't have any, and I thought it would be useful.
So you're essentially running the channel.
Okay, but that's voluntary. If you're doing something voluntarily that she hasn't told you to do, you can't pin that on her.
And you had a login to her channel.
Yeah, I had a login. I had a full access to everything.
Which, for the record, none of my editors have on my channel. That's an extremely large amount of responsibility for someone who was at the time. You were just 18, I think.
In 2020, I would have been like 16, 17.
16, 17 then. So you're a legal minor with running a YouTube channel for someone that's 13 years older than you, pushing into the being 30, if not into their 30s, and not getting a lot for it. Did you guys agree on a compensation schedule of some sort, or was this just, hey, we're friends, and because we're friends, you're going to do friend stuff, and maybe if you don't get it done, we're not going to be friends anymore?
We did have a payment system set up. I forget if it was. I think it was like once whenever YouTube the payment went out, she would send out her pay for all of her team or whatever. I think it was once a month. on I think the 15th, whenever YouTube does its whatever payout, and she would collect all her funds and send it out. I could see
fawn is a goat, doe is a deer. Well, what's confusing people is that fawn is what you call a baby deer, right? Baby goat is called a kid.
The YouTube payout.
Unfortunately.
I didn't know how much the Twitch was, but I know the Twitch was more because she talked about it a couple times, and I knew for a fact I could do math. My I knew.
But baby deer fawn is with a W. Huh.
At least at the start. Okay.
Yeah. 1 minute. Chronic Lyme disease is the name used by some people with non-specific symptoms such as fatigue, muscle pain, and cognitive dysfunction to refer to their condition, even if there is no evidence they had Lyme disease. Both the label and the belief this person's symptoms are caused by a particular infection are generally rejected by medical professionals. Chronic Lyme disease is distinct from post-treatment Lyme disease syndrome, a set of lingering symptoms which may persist after successful antibiotic treatment with Lyme-causing Borrelia bacteria, and which may have similar symptoms associated to those with CLD. Despite numerous studies, there is no evidence that symptoms associated with CLD are caused by any persistent infection. The symptoms attributed to chronic Lyme are, in many cases, likely due to fibromyalgia or chronic fatigue syndrome, which are then controversial on their own. Fibromyalgia can be triggered by an infection, and antibiotics are not a safe or effective treatment for post-infectious fibromyalgia. Fatigue, joint and muscle pain are also experienced by a minority of people following antibiotic treatment for Lyme disease.
How do I preface this? At the start,
we're going to pause for a second. We'll be right back.
Dude, that Jordan Peterson clip. Carnivore diet will fix that. All beef. I care of my wife an injury of 40 years. Cleared up in 2 years. I wouldn't believe it. I wouldn't believe it if I didn't see it myself.
We appreciate what I do, and you want to support the channel. It's so goddamn depressing. Donate with theory in the title if you want to contribute to the theory value. You want us to just go to theory, to drama if you want to keep the drama going. Or eliminate the white names from my chat by donating memberships. Be right back.
Eve gave my wife good pussy, Elon. You should try it.
I'm full of antibiotics and being horribly ill every day. And I would have to wake up at, I remember, at 10:30 and just fucking hope and pray that I could figure out a thumbnail and title in 30 minutes so I can go back to bed and be horribly sick and sleep all day again.
And to kind of hammer it home, you're still a minor at the time. Were you in school as well?
The email Tyler got was a channel phishing link. Great timing.
Yeah. This one's a little hard to explain.
Wait. It was a fake privacy complaint. It was actually a phishing link. Oh no.
I guess I was bullied out of high school and then did online school for a bit and speed run through that. And I was essentially in college at 16.
Okay.
So that's what I did. It is an interesting mess.
You know, if you went through, you know, some bullying like that, did you think when you were going through that and then having to leave school, did you feel like alone and isolated? And did you ever share that with Demon Mama and her sort of circle?
Oh yeah, they knew about what happened to me with those people.
Oh yeah, Gayfesh is still banned. I'm gonna unban him. I want to see what Gayfesh says in my chat. I'm a little curious. a little curious. Assistant settings, permissions, community. Hidden users. Here we go. There we go. Gayfesh is unbanned.
The people that did all the fucked up shit to me, like, tried to get into her community, and Demon Mama like banned them per my request. And like, I told her all what happened to me.
Gayfesh about to debate the victim. What you mean, like here, or is that happening on live?
People. Like, she knows all of it.
And you're safe now, hopefully.
Yeah, I'm safe now. Like, I'm all good now.
But you were working for her and putting this entire YouTube thing together for anyone listening to this. But I'm cutting this chunk out. When I do my own uploads,
dude, that'd be such good content.
It takes me about anywhere from 5 to 10-ish total minutes of doing a bunch of different little things. Was that about the amount of time it probably took you per video just for the upload stuff? Not to say anything less of you did all of the thumbnails and whatnot as well, correct?
Yeah. The hardest part for me were always the titles, because I'm not a very good written person. I'm a visual person. That's how I struggle with my words enough as it is. So having to come up with titles for videos I have no information about. And I'd preface this as well. I never got any information about any of the videos that I was thumbnailing. Every single thumbnail I made for the most part was me just guessing what the hell was going on in those videos and like sticking through it a little bit.
I respect that. I am good with words. It's like one of my things, and titles are nightmarishly difficult for me as well. It's usually what takes me the longest. Obviously typing them in not big, but trying to figure out a way to sell it in 100 words or less, or 100 characters or less.
I mean, like a lot of this, we can see there was some inappropriate interactions, it seems like, based on what we've got. But so much of these interactions are just purely testimony. So it's like, I mean, yeah, this could have been really, really bad, or it could have just been, you know, sort of bad.
Haunting. Especially if you actually, I was in the video. if you didn't watch it, obviously.
Like, what's the earliest? Like, Fawn definitely seems fucked. Absolutely. But we don't know how much Demon Mama was involved, how much Demon Mama knew about, because all of that stuff is, well, a lot of it is based on testimony.
That's going to be a lot harder. And if you had to guess, what was your like overly monthly compensation sort of? If you had to guess how many hours and how much money you made, what would you say those figures were?
If I remember correctly, I would do 20 to 30 thumbnails and like all the titles and all that, yada yada. And I would get at the start it was about like 200 to 250, but by the end of the year it went down to like $80. If I remember correctly, that was
with no work slowdown on your part.
Yeah, no work slowdown on my part.
Gotcha. And this is how many videos? I think you said you were doing 33 to 66 or some odd. I might be inflating those numbers.
Yo,
a month, it would have been about like 20 to 30.
Okay.
But like overall, it would have been, I don't even know how many at this point.
So, you know, with that in mind, obviously you watched my stream on, I was a little bit irate with Demon Mama holding on to information about another creator being abusive to.
Or wants to just talk.
50, but by the end of the year it went down to like $80, if I remember correctly. That was
with no work slowdown on your part.
No, that's just for thumbnails, keep in mind. That's not the actual editing. It's kind of low, but then my editor does thumbnails and videos.
Exact same work that you were doing. Did you find it maybe a touch hypocritical that she would...
I found it so...
Let's go back.
33 to 66 or...
dollars, if I remember correctly.
Tyler called this a large pedophile ring exchanging CP and tips to assault children on his stream. Was unhinged. It sounds like fucked freak shit. Shocker that the guy is being retarded. Yeah, that sounds like a retarded characterization. I feel like just saying stuff like exchanging CP with no elaboration when you're talking about lolly and like drawn shit is like kind of dumb. Acting like it's the same as like an actual real CP ring or an actual real pedophile ring that's like exchanging pictures of kids is like, it's totally insane because there's real victims involved in one, right? I mean, there's real victims in this one because there are kids that got exposed to it, but it's a totally different thing between, you know, CSAM being made and a kid being in a Discord server. Those are worlds apart. Like,
that was
with no work slowdown on your part.
Yeah, no work slowdown on my part.
Gotcha. And this is how many videos? I think you said you were doing 33 to 66 or some odd.
Okay. Did they have a contract or an agreement for how much they were being paid, or was it kind of just flying by the seat of their pants? Because it depends, right? So, like, for example, my editor gets a percentage after the first 1,000 with a $500 floor. In Canadian. It's not going nuts here. Not that generous. With a $500 floor. So if we make $4,000, that would be, what, $1,500? $1,500 that he gets after the first 2,000. So
yo,
it's conceivable.
Sunday on poverty wages for the editor. Let's go.
That my editor's pay goes down while his work is commensurate or goes up just because it's less successful, because the pay scale is tied to the success of the channel. That's actually kind of the logic. Danny Fallon says, Present Sunday, I'm not here for drama, just clarification. I am DemonMama's editor. We all got small base rate and percentage based on duties. Can you call in? Actually, can I ask you some questions about this?
I might be inflating those numbers.
A month, it would have been about like 20 to 30.
Okay.
But like overall, it would have been, I don't even know how many at this point.
So, you know, with that in mind, obviously you watched my stream on, I was a little bit irate with Demon Mama holding on to information about...
I will not engage in voice, no sorry. Okay. What was the base rate? Can you tell me that?
Another creator being abusive to
people. Is like, you all get the same base rate, I'm assuming. So what was the base rate here? Because if he's doing 25 thumbnails and it's dropping down to like $100 in the previous month, but he's doing the same number, you know?
People doing...
Like, was 70 the base rate? Was that just like a dead month?
Essentially, the exact...
25 thumbnails for $70. I mean, it depends on how much work they are, right? So if we look at this, do we have a... What year was this? Was this the last year? This would have been last August, right?
Oh shit, guys. Oh no. What, lying? Kamala Harris campaign reportedly never contacted Kai Cenat for Twitch collab. Oh no. It's over, bros. It's over, black bros. It's over.
Tyler hinted this in the follow-up stream. He objects to the practice of tying pay to video performance for production employees. Oh, is this based on the performance of the individual videos? Because I do something similar technically, because I pay based on the success of the channel, but I pay a flat rate based on, not a flat rate, sorry. I have like the minimum standard of 500, so he can never go below that. If he does go below that, I'd probably like reconsider having an editor at that point. But he gets a flat rate of 500 plus 50% of whatever else we make in addition past 2,000, so past 2,500 technically. So like that is based on video performance, but it's not directly tied to the performance of any one upload he does, right? So like if he has a video that performs poorly, but like my streams do well, this is one of the reasons why I joke, but it's kind of true. Like if you donate to the channel, you're donating also to my editor. I'm just saying. If I do well, like if I for whatever reason am carrying the brunt of it, and I kind of am, because the videos do about 1,000 a month. Most of the money does come from me, but those videos also help with engagement a lot. So there's intangible ways in which like my editor actually is really instrumental in the success of the channel. And when I do video essays now, he makes them really nice. So do donos go to your editor or directly into the presidential bank account? They go into the channel. So to put this into perspective, we pulled 4,000 Canadian last month. Not a ton, but it's decent, right? So my editor will be taking in something to the tune of 1,500 Canadian for in the next pay period, right? Something like that. Ballparking it, because it shifts a little bit based on like what the actual check is, because there are deductions and such. But my editor is amazing; he's great. But it's collaborative, right?
It would have been about like 20 to 30.
Did the editor answer that question? So technically, he already left. Okay, that's great. Already left. So donos do go to the editor, but they go to the editor kind of indirectly. They go to the like the pool that we both draw. So I pay us both out of the pool essentially.
Guys, speaking of donos and paying people, okay, I think now's a good time to just talk about the like, sub, and dono situation. Okay, so guys, we've got 240 people here, 157 likes. That's a pretty good ratio. However, it does mean there's about 90 people minimum that haven't liked the stream, which is really the bare minimum you can do to support. Okay, so guys, if you wouldn't mind, I would appreciate very much if you please like the stream, subscribe to the channel. Okay, if you want to take your support further, however, you can donate through the Stream Elements link in the pin chat message. You can buy a membership, that's the one, or you can gift memberships, either in individual ones or as a whole group, randomly spread out throughout the chat. You can also buy super chats, which will highlight your message and read it on TTS, or you can buy a super sticker, which is a fun emoji which gets highlighted, and I'll make a stupid TikTok NPC reference. It's one that I remember. Thank you, Max, for the $1.99.
Food Shops super chatted $1.99. Blacks are crazy.
Thank you, Max. Let's chill. I may even moderate that one. Oh, that's very blunt.
That's how I would say it. I'm probably gonna need to form a company and like do all that just for tax reasons soon. It's been peanuts until recently. The channel's been doing quite well. Although not today, oddly enough. A mere $40. Is that all I am worth to you? Is that all my poor editor who must sleep out in the cold and the rain worth to you? I opened this stream with some hard theory that took a very long time for me to internalize first. I'm just saying. We're gonna do more theory later. And yet.
Okay.
But like overall, it would have been, I don't even know how many at this point.
So, with that in mind, obviously you watched my stream.
All right, let's see here.
On, I was a little bit irate with Demon Mama holding on to information about another creator
Sister, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships. Much appreciated. Your place among the glorious dead is now secured.
Being abusive to people doing.
Oh, thank you for the roses. Thank you for the €1.49 queue. Thank you.
Essentially the exact same work that you were doing. Did you find it maybe a touch hypocritical that she?
Oh, I found it so fucking ironic for so long. It's been.
I'm currently broke, but I consider this channel entirely worthwhile. Yahoo! You say that, but clearly you're not worth spending your livelihood on it. That's not love, but I appreciate that. Thank you. Only spend if you can afford it and if it's easy for you. Okay. This job is a privilege. It's not a necessity. Hagel, thank you for the $15. How are things looking so far? Tuning in late. They could be better. They could be looking better. They could be looking a little better. Lisa, thanks for $2. I have some in PayPal here. Well, much appreciated.
It's over, Petting Zoo Bros. Petting Zoo Bros, the dream is over.
In my fucking friend group, that whenever she brings up AI art and like how to treat artists, and it's like, oh, what about Glooby?
If you had to guess, I've seen you had a friend put together a spreadsheet here with, I'm assuming, I think it's the last like 3-ish months of work. But how much do you think you've probably been jilted or shorted?
Wow, ice cream, yum yum, so good. Ice cream, so good, yum yum. Thank you for the 149 Australian. Keegan.
Sorry, I already donated to Tyler today. Unless it's theory is the book. Trigger warning. You'll have to wait until next week. That depends how much we're talking here. From the USA Today bestselling authors of Stand Your Ground comes the explosive story of a liberal college under siege and freedom under fire. Former Army Ranger Jake Rivers is not your typical Kelton college student. He is not spoiled, coddled, or ultra-lib like his classmates. I'll tell you what. You make it worth my while. I'll cover trigger warning. Okay. I think that'll be a thing.
Overall, probably I don't even know, hundreds. That brings me to my favorite part about the work thing. Was she told me that
Sexton, thank you for the membership, and Hibernia Scholar, thank you as well.
Financially, I think when I sent the spreadsheet into her thing, and it was like, hey, the pay is deficit is like fucked here. I think I have this. I don't know if I sent you the screenshot, but I have a screenshot of her saying that the channel is just not doing well and it's struggling and et cetera, et cetera. She is trying her best, yada yada. But then I see a tweet from her at the end of the year saying that she went and got a $5,000 custom tongue split from somebody and flew out and went into her Trippie Redd concert.
Mm-hmm.
So
and
in the same token,
she was bragging about that on one of her streams. I actually looked it up because you mentioned the tongue splitting.
Smjetai. Your name is unpronounceable, but thank you for the $10 US. Even for the idea of doing trigger warning as theory, you get double Tyler's dono. Double Tyler's dono. Tyler, double your dono. How does it feel? How does it feel being 50% of President Sunday?
I guess it's one of her iconic features, and she sort of maybe paid for at least a bit of it by shorting.
Okay, I can see someone saying something retarded in Discord, and I can't bother to type it out, and also on streams, it seems dumb to sit there and type it out. This Jordan guy in Spice Chat's a retard. Football hooliganism did not die because the North FC generation faded out. It died because there were massive police crackdowns and like season bans and shit implemented at football stadiums, and they started controlling crowds differently and having like basically on the ground policing that know everyone at the stadium. They know everyone who's going to show up, so they know the troublemakers and they know the people about. There's like so much that has been done to crack down on football hooligans. It didn't just go away. It didn't just vanish. People didn't just stop doing it. It had to be cracked down upon super fucking hard. There's like so much shit in place now. But anyway.
A minor who was working. Well, you might have been over 18 by the time you finally split. I'm sorry, I didn't hammer that specifically home. When did you finally get to a point where you went, I've not been paid in months. I don't think I can continue on with this.
Like, I don't know exactly. I think it would have been mid 2021 to late 2021 where I was so sick. I was just like, I physically cannot do this anymore. Mm-hmm. I think it was a physical issue at that point. Because like I know the pay was low and shitty, but I was poor and needed.
And some New York, thanks for the $5. Give him because you said Henry Bergson so often I started reading him. Not to get his name right. It's Bergson with an O, not Bergson. Shame. Wick faces in chat. Shame.
The money anyway, so it's like, fuck it, I needed it. But once my physical was so ass, it just became a matter of I can't do this anymore. It's not worth even the bit of money I'm getting.
And how receptive was she to your issues about working conditions, expectations, pay, and the like?
I will say when I did tell her that I was sick, she was like, I understand.
This is the only channel where we insult people for donating, and they're grateful.
We'll try to accommodate. That may have only applied like 3 or 4 times. Whenever if you notice in my thumbnail, like my era of thumbnails, there's ones that aren't like the little character or whatever. Those are the days that I'm so sick, I physically cannot do it. Like those are the only days that it's not mine.
So you're like working yourself to the bone for, I'm seeing some of the compensation here is basically like roughly $2.80 a video at the absolute worst. And at the best, in the spreadsheet you shared with me, 22 videos in a month for $260, you have it out at about $11.82 for a thumbnail, doing all of these uploads, writing titles, and basically quite literally turning her content into money, because that's what gets changed over into ad revenue are these videos.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not really how streamers work. Tyler's a fucking retard. DemonMama is never going to have been making like huge money off of ad revenue. The reason why you make videos as a streamer is it like a way of converting people into stream viewers and paying customers. It's not necessary for the ad revenue, especially when you're small.
Yeah.
Did you feel? Oh, I'm sorry. Please.
Oh no, sorry. I was just making noise.
It's all good. Did you feel that there was a true and honest and open line of communication to air your grievances as a basically employee of Demon Mama?
Not really. I felt like I could talk to her, but I feel like and I did, and still kind of do feel like there was always like a wall of just, it doesn't matter what I say.
How much money to read the 36 sermons of Vivek or theory segments? Dendar preserve you Sunday? That's a good question. Depends how long they are and how much of an in-wear you are.
At this point.
So $4.99.
You could always have a nice conversation with her, but criticism would be something that was not met with open arms, so to say. Maybe not necessarily hostility, but you don't.
Yeah, I didn't, negative conversations with her were not something I wanted to have, because it felt like when I did bring up the pay, it felt like I was
50. We'll say 50.
Being put, like I was wrong and I should feel bad for it, even though every person I've talked to about it has told me I was wronged and yada yada.
Actually, this is hella long. We'll say the usual. I'll put it up on a thing
about it. So it's still confusing for me, because I still feel like I'm in the wrong. Like
you're not. This is I can actually step away from
some of this is real fucking bland.
Ethically speaking, this is wage. That's wage theft. If you had an agreed upon amount, or if you were being taken advantage of and not being.
Let's skim through some of this. We're talking about the fucking pay for the editing job for like 20 minutes.
So Sunday went from believing Cherry's story to not believing it because he was feeling butthurt about gay fesh. No, I believe Cherry's story. I have not expressed any disbelief in Cherry's story. However, Cherry is a mercenary. Cherry will reveal things or not reveal things based on who she's friends with. So one of the problems I have is that we have reason to suspect that there is selective withholding of other information on other streamers based on who Cherry feels slighted with at the moment.
Yeah, I got raped as a kid on Discord. Let's talk about the thumbnails. Exactly. It's enough to lay out. Just talk about the grooming shit and what interactions you can prove happened. Give some testimony to fill in the gaps. And then spend a little bit of time saying, oh yeah, also they hired them for this job, thumbnail, artist, when they were underage, and you paid them like shit. It's that simple. That's all we need. We don't need this fucking long, drawn-out story about, oh, I've got Lyme disease, I couldn't edit thumbnails, oh, and she was making me edit the thumbnail. I don't care. I don't care.
More to the point, Cherry's judgment that Xanderhall's threats aren't credible is worthless. It's absolutely worthless. Cherry, by the way, defended Brianna Wu, attacked me for attacking Brianna Wu, defended Keffels as well, etc., across the board. There's no fucking standards here.
Every person I've talked to about it has told me I was wronged and yada yada about it. So it's still confusing for me, because I still feel like I'm in the wrong. Like
you're not. This is I can actually step away from journalism for ethically speaking. This is wage. That's wage theft. If you had an agreed upon amount, or if you were being taken advantage of and not being fully paid, you are fully justified in feeling wronged about that.
Okay, I'm unclear. Was there an agreed upon amount? Was that established? Let's see, we're at 48.51. Was that established?
And I got to preface this as well. I never got any information about any of the videos that I was thumbnailing. Every single thumbnail I made for the most part.
What were you paid though?
Because I banned them per my request. And the thumbnail I made for the most part was me just guessing what the hell.
It can be a bit daunting.
Okay, I can't sit here and watch Sunday go back through all this. Let's just keep skipping through. Let's catch up. All right, this is getting a bit much.
Hang on, let's go to the transcript. Let's just find this directly. Keep forgetting we have this. Dream when I bring up.
Okay. I would definitely say so.
This thinks.
Oh, totally. It is such a cult of personality. If it wasn't then when I was there, it is so bad now.
Like, yeah, another hard day in the thumbnail mines. Oh, my chronic fatigue. I can't keep mining for these thumbnails. Oh, my chronic fatigue. I can't breathe because I'm in the thumbnail mines.
I can't even imagine how bad it is now. If I was like that then, with all the people, how we all just talked about Demon Mama and all her politics are so good. Oh, it's all Demon Mama, all Demon Mama, all Demon Mama. I can't imagine what her chats are like now.
Seriously,
where it's even more controlled and more like. Withered out all of the non imps, I guess, in this case. I would definitely say
if Gayfesh was smart, they wouldn't come on stream. If Gayfesh was smart, we wouldn't know he exists.
He's very culty there. I've like checked in there once or twice to see like how much stuff has changed, and it just looks very, very one-dimensional in their thinking, I guess, is the way I'd put it. He's very Demon Mama oriented.
Basically, literally on that same note, with the nervousness and stuff that you were feeling, have people been trying to reach out to you? Or do you feel like there's been any pressure as you've been getting ready to come forward?
Funny you mentioned that. So about an hour ago, or a couple hours ago at this point, when I woke up, I got a friend request from Demon Mama, and I have a message from her on Twitter. I have not read this message. I've read like the first little preview bit of it, and I'm already really not looking forward to this. And I wanted to save that for this. So we're going to do that. Yippee!
Okay.
I'm going to struggle.
No one's saying
I thought- I'm
thumbnails
ready
aren't
when you are.
important, but the point is this person saying they can't make thumbnails because they're fucking Lyme disease. Okay, it's not fucking coal mining, is it? Let's be serious.
If you'd like to read it now, or if you want to continue the conversation before we do it, either's fine with me.
I just want to hear what Gayfish sounds like. We'll hear what Gayfish sounds like after this. He was on Stardust the other day.
Sure. Let's. I guess because it matches with that a bit. I should do that now. Oh God, what is this? Okay.
I'm going to listen to this, then I'm going to put it on the stream, and we're going to read it together. Okay.
Hey, Glooby, I wanted to ask you something. I was informed by a friend that they saw you posting a thread off on the Discord of a guy who's become dangerously obsessed with myself and my family and my friends, and I assumed it was someone impersonating you, and you've recently messaged me and we talked in a bit very friendly. Hell, your on here last messages were helping you get that GoFundMe going. And I want to mention this GoFundMe thing. So I almost went homeless one time, and I messaged her that, hey, I'm going to go fucking homeless. I need like help. If you can send this out there in some capacity. She was like, yeah, sure. 4 or 5 days later, I get a retweet from her on it.
Nice.
That was her grand help, which...
Okay. So this bears mentioning. I have this from Doe. I received this earlier, I think before the stream actually started, but I haven't. So there's a part of this that I can't show because there's no proof for it. But this is what I received from Doe. So Doe says Glooby also lied, saying that they asked DM to retweet a GoFundMe recently, and saying that DM only retweeted it a few days later. In truth, because DM had just retweeted a different GoFundMe, and if you retweet those in a row, they stop getting promoted to your audience. So this is confirmed, but it's not for reasons of disinterest or whatever. But now we have evidence that DM was the first person to donate to the GoFundMe. Here, $100. So
isn't it crazy how none of these ninjas get banana or apple disease? Thank you, Batso. Awesome, man. That's epic.
Think of that what you will.
That's awesome.
That upset me for multiple reasons. One, because I've known her for so long. Two, I've seen her like do entire charity streams for other people. But God forbid, a close friend.
Yeah.
This is the one thing to respond to? No, I'm not done yet. This was just sent to me.
So I know it's like it's just upsetting that was what I got from somebody I apparently helped so much, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, who gives a fuck about your gay GoFundMe? No one gives a fuck.
This. I assumed it was someone personally you and recently messaged me, been friendly, GoFundMe. When I went to message you, you had blocked me on Discord. I figured I would send a message on here. What, if anything, is going on? Westside Tyler is a dangerous person who recently threatened to dox and injure or kill a friend of mine and a former artistic collaborator of yours. I don't know what's going on, but please be careful in engaging with him. I truly hope you're not going to help someone so unhinged and violent to try to hurt my partner and me. That would truly hurt me.
Thank you for the banana, Max. Thank you for the banana.
To my soul. I'm hoping this is simply some kind of misunderstanding, hoping to hear back from you.
And this is the first time you're reading that. How does that make you feel?
My partner and I had 3 bets. Either I was going to be guilted, or I was going to be yelled at, or I was going to be told that you were insane.
You got 2 out of 3, right?
And trust me, this person go for an hour with Tyler, but when talking to you, well, that's not how Lyme disease works. Like, you gotta go, right? That's not on Glooby.
Yep. Fuck, that's a message and a half. Holy shit. Yeah, I don't believe anything she's saying here. Gayfish is a cry bully.
It's irrelevant because she owes him wages. The point is not that the money makes up for anything. The point is that it is relevant to the extent that we're relying on anecdote if anecdote can be confirmed to be absent potentially important details. That's all. It doesn't mean anything. Like, it really doesn't mean anything. Like, here's a very easy explanation for this omission. It was such a small amount of money, he didn't care. Okay? Maybe he was due back pay, or he was underpaid, and so he didn't care or notice. Maybe he just forgot.
Okay,
Happens.
I feel like this is why
immaterial.
Skipping
immaterial
for a little bit.
It's your thing, mate. Excellent.
In parasite, bottom feeding.
It's up to knowing who judge. This is continuous with video that will do this. I don't. I think that's up to personal judgment, and I don't think it's credible.
You've always been. Crawl back into your shell. If you do so much as more than subtweet at me, I will fucking make a goddamn video ripping you inside the fuck out until you can't fucking hide anymore. Okay?
I will make a video. ripping you inside and out.
Okay? Know your place, bitch. You're a fucking parasite, bottom feeding, toe sucking rat fuck. You stay that way. If I find your name in my mouth, I'll make sure that you can't use your jaw anymore. You piece of shit.
Okay. This is continuous with video that will do this. So
what?
I will make a video ripping you inside and out.
Okay? Know your place, bitch. You're a fucking parasite, bottom feeding, toe sucking rat fuck. You stay that way. If I find your name in my mouth, I'll make sure that you can't use your jaw anymore. You piece of
If I find your name in your mouth, I'll make sure you can't use your jaw anymore. Bro, what?
Shit.
Okay.
This guy's losing.
This is continuous with video that will do this. So when Tyler is threatening Gayfish that he won't be able to use his jaw anymore, it's metaphorical. All right? This is different from Xanderhall saying, yeah, I want to kill Keffels. Are we all clear on the distinction here? We all on the same page? That is not a credible threat against Gayfish's life or physical form. This was a very poorly phrased threat to make a video exposing him as all of the aforementioned epithets.
No, he did just say he was going to break Gayfesh's jaw. It wasn't a credible threat because it's a throwaway comment online. But it was as much a threat as anything else Sunday considers to be a threat.
Did we get a dono? I can't tell. Yeah, that was not a dox threat. So that comes to bear here. That comes to bear here because this, I don't like how this has been leveraged. I don't like how this has been leveraged at all. This is where Demon Mama loses me quite a bit. So, I mean, this is not where, unfortunately, but this is one of those things. This is adding to the pile. Okay, so we're gonna look at the messages. So this is from Demon Mama. Hey Glooby, I wanted to ask you something. I was informed by a friend that they saw you posting a thread about Fawn in a Discord of a guy who has become dangerously obsessed with myself and my family and my friends. $5 says the friend was Gayfesh. I assumed it was someone impersonating you as you had recently messaged me and we had talked a bit very friendly. Hell, even on our last messages, even on here, our last messages were about helping you get that GoFundMe going. But when I went to message you, you had blocked me on Discord. I figured I would send a message here to ask what, if anything, is going on. Westside Tyler is a dangerous person who recently threatened to dox and injure / kill a friend of mine and former artistic collaborator of yours. I don't know what's going on, but please be careful engaging with him. I truly hope you're not going to help someone so unhinged and violent try to hurt my partner or me. That would truly hurt me to my soul. I'm hoping this is simply...
Tyler did kind of just like unnecessarily dox Demon Mama in that video though, right? I mean, I think there is some criticism for Tyler here.
Some kind of misunderstanding. Hope to hear back from you. So...
I think that he did just throw out DemonMama's docs. Well, he didn't just... I don't know if DemonMama's forthcoming with her full name, is she?
Bad move. Bad move. Like, that can't be it. Okay? That can't be it. What was Glooby saying in the Discord server? If I look this, what am I going to find? Oh, God, yeah. And this bullshit. So there's acknowledgement here.
What do you mean that isn't DemonMama's name? Then whose LinkedIn is it? Or are you just saying, oh, because it's a trans, it's not their name? It's still doxing retard if they don't use their name online.
Here. Someone says, I don't know if I call... I'll reset this. I don't know if I call Tyler's psychopathy moment, weird phrase, a death threat, but I'm not about to split hairs about the difference between death threats versus dox and touch. In my mind, violent threats and death threats on the same moral level. I could probably stand to say violent threats rather than death threats for the pedants, but I see them as indistinguishable from each other.
Hi.
The problem is they weren't violent threats either. They weren't violent threats. The threat was, I will make a video that will rip you inside and out, and your jaw will not be able to move from the video. I don't know if you know this, but videos don't actually hook you on the jaw. Not how that works. So, stupid move. Tyler did the smart thing and apologized and took down the clip for the misunderstanding. But you have to keep in mind, this is in the context of downplaying the threat Xanderhall made. What is this? Oh, it's something else. This is downplaying the threat Xanderhall made. Where Xanderhall said explicitly in private, while having a breakdown that was scary enough to the point where Demon Mama and company like drove down to do a wellness check, apparently. That's safe. It's okay. That's not a credible threat at all. But these were explicit threats. And Demon Mama, even in her stream, goes, these were threats made concerning a gun, which he owns. She emphasizes this. So it's like...
I think for the 99 cents, Max. Thank you.
Pick one. Pick one. Like, are we being extraordinarily liberal with what counts as a threat, where we're taking the vibes as sufficient to elevate a threat to make a video to, well, clearly he meant these metaphorical statements literally, just because of his tone, just because Tyler's crazy? Or are we going with no, even if someone explicitly says they have a desire to take their weapon and bludgeon someone to death with it, and they're actually going to ask their editor, hey, can you help me find this person? You're going to say, well, that's clear. Look, he was just upset. He's having untreated mental breakdowns because that signals stability and safety, I guess. I don't understand. None of this makes sense. None of this makes any sense. Like, this is all so easily managed. Like, so easily managed. Look, watch this. Sorry, you're not 18 yet. I can't hire you. That's one. Just fucking hell. Why? None of this is necessary. They weren't violent threats either. They weren't violent threats. The threat was, I will make a video that will rip you inside and out, and your jaw will not be able to move from the video. I don't know if you know this, but videos don't actually hook you on the jaw. Not how that works. So, stupid move. Tyler did the smart thing and apologized and took down the clip for the misunderstanding. But you have to keep in mind, this is in the context of downplaying the threat Xander.
No, it was a threat of violence. Come on.
What is this? Oh, it's something else. This is downplaying the threat Xanderhall made. Where Xanderhall said explicitly in private, while having a breakdown that was scary enough to the point where DemonMama and company like drove down to do a wellness check, apparently. That's safe. It's okay. That's not a credible threat at all. But these were explicit threats. And DemonMama, even in her stream, goes, these were threats made concerning a gun, which he owns. She emphasizes this. So it's like, pick one. Pick one. Like, are we being extraordinarily liberal with what counts as a threat, where we're taking the vibes as sufficient to elevate a threat to make a video to, well, clearly he meant these metaphorical statements literally, just because of his tone, just because Tyler's crazy? Or are we going with, no, even if someone explicitly says they have a desire to take their weapon and bludgeon someone to death with it, and they're actually going to ask their editor, hey, can you help me find this person? You're going to say, well, that's clear. Look, he was just upset. He's having untreated mental breakdowns.
You don't know the old saying, I'll make such a good video, you won't be able to use your jaw. Yeah, that's just...
that signals stability and safety, I guess. I don't understand. I don't understand. None of this makes sense. None of this makes any sense. Like, this is all so easily managed. Like, so easily managed. Look, watch this. Sorry, you're not 18 yet. I can't hire you. That's one. Just fucking hell. Why? None of this is necessary.
Yeah, I don't think DemonMama's LinkedIn was necessary either, to be honest, but whatever.
None of this is necessary. This is also pointless. Like, hey, you've got a minor in your server. First of all, don't. But secondly, if you do and you're aware of other people sending them lewd images, stop them immediately and make sure they stop, or make sure they're off as a result. Like, like stupid things start to perplex me now at this point. It's like, why, given all this is happening, why do we know who Fawn is still? Like, why is Fawn still posting under the name Fawn? Not that I want this buried, but like, there's a general like guilelessness here that's kind of baffling to me. Like, these are not things you want public, you know? There's a like Fawn's behavior is unacceptable and detestable. Like, leaving that aside, now we're talking about DemonMama, okay? If DemonMama is allowing this, that's detestable and unacceptable, bluntly. Like, and let's leave aside for a second. Like, okay, what's the argument? Let's say you want to have the argument about it's just a drawing or whatever, okay? Let's entertain that for a second. My apologies in advance, but let's do so. You now have the problem where the spectacle of this, if unveiled, would nonetheless be damaging to your community and to your side politically, etc., etc. Like, there's just no reason to ever allow this. Like, for fuck's sake, it's not a lack of guile, it's them leaving the trail to all the other fucked up shit they've done. Well, that would be a lack of guile, right? Like,
yeah,
Fawn,
Max, I think somebody needs to read some more queer theory.
Should have been removed and completely extricated from the channel.
What's these DMs?
Their public names, that should have been a
oh. Just the old DMs. When Glooby and DemonMama.
Someday she heard him. Yeah, but we have a report that she heard him. We have a verbal report, right? Like, I don't have this report. Like, I don't have access to this. So, like, there's a lot here that's a red flag, as somebody just put it. Like, there's a lot here that's bad. There are bad decisions throughout the entirety of this. This part here, the critical part, what we have here is the testimony of one person. Yeah? I don't disbelieve the one person.
Yeah, the thing is that there's enough smoke to be like, okay, it kind of seems like there was grooming here. You know, these people having interactions with this person was quite young. Seems like there was probably an NSFW server thing. Like, there's a lot of weird shit going, but there's not really quite, it doesn't feel like it's quite a clear silver bullet piece of evidence. But it certainly, DemonMama was, you know, if not grooming, if not aware of grooming, was strangely comfortable with being around a kid in a pretty inappropriate environment. Right? I think that's a nice way of putting it.
But if I only have the testimony, then it's testimony. Did you see proof stated wellness check on Xanderhall where he claims he wanted to murder his family? No, I didn't, but since DemonMama's the one who's being criticized for that, and that's DemonMama's description, I'm inclined to believe it. There's one time when you can generally trust someone's testimony, and that's if they stick with it, despite the fact that it disadvantages them. You're giving DemonMama far more leeway than you give other Sunday? No, I'm not at all.
And also seems to have taken advantage of a kid for cheap labor as well, which is not very leftist, I gotta say.
At all. Read what DM sent Glooby? I did read what DM sent Glooby. I read it on stream just now. With DMs and Glooby didn't cover what I'm talking about right now. I don't know if there's proof in text when they talked the first time Glooby was 13, 14. She must have known just based on the voice. It depends. How do you think I sounded?
I can't take Tyler seriously. He was calling Vosh's text folder a funny blunder up until a couple of weeks ago, and that was dangerous pedo material.
Probably sounded older than some of you guys sound in your late 20s at 14. Sunday, according to chatters, is simultaneously biased for and against DM. That is how it goes. Especially when Glooby said that DM would tell Fawn to calm down when she was showing him NSFW pictures and dildos. That detail sounds organic. So that one that one makes me go, ugh, not good. You know? That's the kind of one where I go, okay, that doesn't sound fake to me. It doesn't sound fake to me for a number of reasons, partially because it actually paints Demon Mama in a slightly more sympathetic light than if Demon Mama was engaging in it, encouraging in it, laughing along with it, etc., right? Permitting it is different. Not sufficiently different to absolve, but it's different. Does that make sense? And the reason why I bring this up is not because I think permitting it is better. I mean, it kind of is, but it's also like a difference without a difference. The point is that as I am reading the psychology, or I'm interpreting the psychology of the person who's giving me eyewitness testimony but no textual evidence, it is relevant to me whether or not they're giving me details that are inconvenient to a narrative that's to a narrative that is favorable to their claims. Does that make sense? So that lends truth value to the claim. It's not about absolving or characterizing the case in a better or worse way. It's about making sure that you are believing things for the right reasons. Jesus. Just join, can you catch me up with what has happened so far?
This is...
No. Sorry, don't move. Like, I think
after all of this and how vocal she's been for victims.
So it sounds like Demon Mama and Sunday are breaking up, okay?
My partner and I had 3 bets. Either I was going to be guilted.
Sorry, cartoon images. Important detail.
Or I was going to be yelled at, or I was going to be told that you're insane.
You got 2 out of 3, right?
Yep. Fuck, that's a message and a half. Holy shit. Yeah, I don't believe anything she's saying here. Gayfish is a cry bully. He whines constantly about people and then removes them, or tries to get them banned on their socials or whatever, and then wonders why actions have repercussions. You don't shit talk people.
John CP shows. Yeah, that's correct, Echo.
People don't expect them to reciprocate in any sort of fashion.
Sunday, why would DM be incentivized to be honest about the claims? Criticism occurs outside her community. If she came out and she lied, her community would turn to. Possibly. Well, one way she would be incentivized to be honest about the claims is if, for example, she has recorded evidence that contradicts what Glooby said. So if that exists, then that'd be an incentive to be honest, right? It depends. So I don't know. Like if she came out with textual evidence against
it just all seems to be motivated by gay little internet friend wars, even though there's real creep shit. Yeah, I mean, well, obviously that's like just how all the leftist drama is. They only ever fucking self-police when either there's no other option, or they're falling out with the person.
That'd be a very strong statement. Like if we had some kind of confirmation, I don't know how you would disconfirm this happened, but if we had something that would indicate that this was either very unlikely and against the spirit of other behaviors she's engaged in or other actions she's taken specifically with regard to this, or if she has textual evidence that contradicts what Glooby's saying in some positive way, that'd be a very powerful retort.
But Gayfish is unaware of what is it? Actions have consequences. Sorry, I'm like. What is it called? My brain is like shitting itself. I'm running circles mentally around myself and struggling to talk. This is a lot.
It's okay. You relived pushing a decade of history in just about an hour, and some of it was more than most people I know would be comfortable speaking on, much less to a stranger. And I appreciate it. I don't have much to add on top of that. I was saying this to some people. I was discussing not everything, but the nature of what we were going to be talking about. And my general disposition to this was, I really hoped that you were lying 100% because it was very bad. I would have rather this not be the case. I really would have. And I'm sorry for the things that you went through. No one deserves to go through that at all. And no one deserves to have those as memories that they have to deal with. And I'm personally, like person to person.
Someone at DemonMama's servers compared me to Upton Sinclair. I enjoyed that.
I'm very impressed by you for having the courage to come out about this.
I do really appreciate. I'm not gonna lie. For a good bit of this, even when like my girlfriend was telling me that she was like proud of me for this. I have a hard time understanding when things apply to me with these kind of things, like when it's like fucked up shit. This is not my first rodeo in sexual abuse. So just I took it in stride, I guess, and just tried to not let it wear me down.
Mm-hmm.
Like
one of DM's fans called Tyler a muckraker in his server, but as an insult. Aren't those like socialist journalists? No. Hang on. Muckrakers were reform-minded journalists, writers, and photographers in the progressive area in the United States. Yeah. Who claim to expose corruption and wrongdoing in established institutions, often through sensationalist publications. I guess that's the insult, I guess. It's sensationalist. But it's just been an interview so far. It's been pretty... Like, he hasn't really been that sensationalist. It's been an interview. The content kind of stands by itself. I'm kind of surprised. I was expecting, like, an edited expose.
Other shit would. But eventually, I guess just seeing Fawn do that or talk like that and knowing how oblivious I was and how badly I was just trying to be their friend because I just wanted friends, it really upsets me and makes me feel really sick, I guess, as well, to my stomach, knowing that.
Has DM said anything yet? No, I got nothing yet.
Jesus, man. I'm kind of dying. It's all good, though. We got to keep hammering.
I was... Not only I feel like used we're, in that way, but coming back to DemonMama messaging me now and saying this stuff, it's...
You don't mind. Discord link has been updated. Yeah, the Discord link has been updated. If you want to come in to call in, use the Discord link. Refresh the page. Then Fawn was not a minor at the time. Yeah, but that was the argument. I want to see the response to this, and I want to ask some more questions. Where I am at is essentially where I was at after the Xanderhall thing, which is I cannot vouch for that community as a safe place anymore. And I have in the past, so I apologize. And like, there's just a basic, like, at best.
Wow, really? The trans anarcho-communist sexual degenerate impkin feeder Shota lolly adjacent streamers are possibly inappropriate with kids and the community's not safe. Really? Sunday? Really? Sunday, I could have told you this 8 months ago. Sunday, I could have told you this 2 years ago.
At best, we're in a situation where the judgment is so poor, it's like that's at best, like, insanely poor judgment.
Another news, Kuihman is totally safe for kids. We love Dingo. That's not true. Dingo is specifically banned from the Discord. Under 18s are not allowed in the Discord. I banned Dingo because he was the only under 18, and I banned him because I was like, am I going to have this Discord allow 16 up or 18 up? I was like, it's going to be 18 and up. I want to be able to post explicit material if it's humorous. No porn, but if there's, you know, a cock in an image, I don't want to be sweating about posting it because there might be kids around, you know.
And man, I really hope Gayfesh is proud of himself. Well done. Like, just on a purely cynical level. What a stupid chain of events to kick off. So dumb. Like, so dumb. Archduke Gayfesh and yeah. So, the evidence needs to be strong to counter Glooby's claims. It depends. Like, the problem, Glooby's claims are very, very plausible, and they are grounded enough where I'm like, this does not sound fake to me. That being said, they do stand as claims. So, yep. I want to hear what DemonMama says, and I want to be able to compare these side by side, because that's going to potentially change things, right?
It looks rough, but DemonMama could have exonerating evidence. It is possible.
We're in courtroom territory now, because now we're dealing with opposed testimony.
Cock is my default thought because it was an image. There was some stupid fucking meme with a cock in it that I wanted to post, and it was like, I was interested in anything. I was like, Dingo's in the server. I should ban it if I'm going to post this image. And so I banned him because that's.
I think it's clear something unethical happened. Well, it's clear something unethical happened just on the minimal domain of irresponsibility. So this is the best case scenario is you had someone like Fawn who is communicating material to people indiscriminate of their age. That's we can get there. It's like taking the stance that it's conceivable. I don't know what Glooby sounded like. Maybe they had no idea how old this person was. Maybe let's run with that. Fawn is in these communities sharing stuff like that with people Fawn has not determined the age of. So stands to reason it's happening with people who are underage as well as people who are of age. Maybe. Let's pretend. Maybe, okay? So allowing that to take place is irresponsible. Knowing what Fawn is posting on Twitter and allowing those communications to take place is irresponsible. Allowing Fawn to be connected with the channel, well, it's connected with people's reputations and connected with a vulnerable community, given that stuff's going on, even just on an optics level, is irresponsible. If DemonMama was aware of the age of the person, Glooby in this case, who Fawn was sending this stuff to, and didn't immediately cut that off, immediately stop that, and immediately cut off access to her community by Fawn, then that's unacceptable. The other stuff I'd need more specifics on, because it's unclear to me. Like, I need to know more. Like, for example, if it was the case that during the month when this person wasn't paid well, if they didn't have an agreement and the pay was based upon how well the channel's doing, and for whatever reason they just weren't producing content that month, or they weren't producing, or like all of the income made was coming from the streams, I don't know. Then like there's an argument there potentially that's sketchier, right? The private message was nuts. What a way to make yourself look guilty, lying about doxing and threats. The lying about Tyler threatening to dox and attack Gayfesh is really frustrating because nobody buys it. He very clearly says, "I'm going to make a video that's going to do X, Y, and Z. It's gonna knock you on the floor." Does that mean?
Okay, I think Sunday's coping about this Tyler stuff because it seemed like Tyler did just throw DemonMama's LinkedIn in the video for kind of no reason, and he said Gayfesh would have nowhere left to hide, and said he was going to if caught his name in Gayfesh's mouth, he wouldn't be able to use his jaw again. I feel like Sunday's coping. Oh dear.
And he wants to physically knock Gayfesh on the floor. I wouldn't rule it out. But it's not what he's saying there. Now, if there are comments to the effect, as we've heard, that Glooby was referred to as being mature for his age, that's a weird one. Now we're in weird territory again, but I need to see something, right? I need to see something. Those are in the screenshots. Or, you know, if you're referring to your mature for your age comment, that was anecdotal. Again, anecdotal. Like, if it's anecdotal, it's anecdotal. Look, there's a reason why we distinguish between anecdotal evidence and textual evidence. We don't have an objective thing to corroborate. So if DemonMama denies this, I don't have a basis for saying it's true. I have someone else's word, right? So that's a problem. They also know when Glooby was 13. I don't believe that DM and Fawn would be able to go several years without knowing he was a minor. It depends on the nature of their interactions, right? It depends. Are you saying the screenshots are fake? No, I'm saying the screenshots don't get us to that point, though. The screenshots don't tell us very much. The screenshots paint a very bad picture about Fawn, accurately. The screenshots tell us that about that. That does not tell me that DemonMama knew that Glooby was underage up until this point. All that tells us is that Glooby has been historically respectful about NSFW stuff. I don't know if DemonMama was aware that Glooby was underage. Respectful about this stuff might mean didn't partake or engage in sharing it at all to her knowledge. We don't know. This is really simple. This is really simple.
Yeah, it's inconclusive. There's no silver bullet. I agree with what Sunny's saying here. He's coping hard about the Tyler stuff, but that was absolutely a threat of violence. It was incredible.
Sunday, you want a public record that states DM knew he was a minor? Well, since the claim is that DM knew he was a minor, yes! I would like a publicly accessible piece of evidence to corroborate a claim. This is basic. This is so basic.
Real voice? Hello? Real voice?
Sunday, you want a public record that states DM knew he was a minor? Well, since the claim is that DM knew he was a minor, yes! I would like a publicly accessible piece of evidence to corroborate a claim. This is basic.
That's rough.
This is so basic. Okay, because here's something. DemonMama's surrounded by people who lie for her, right? Just hypothetically, yeah? What if these claims came out about somebody else in her community? And what if those claims came out because somebody else who was burned by this community also lied about it because that's what they do, what they're conditioned to, it's what they're used to. Like, you see the problem? This becomes very dangerous. You don't believe all victims. Believing all victims is for when this is a private matter. You believe victims when, for example, they're telling you, hey, such and such happened to me, I need help, and then you provide them help. You don't question them or interrogate them. When it's public, it's different. We're actually trying to determine what is taking place here. Sorry. That's how that works. I'm sure all the agreements were verbal and minors still can't do all that shit. That's true, Brooks. So this is why this hinges on, do we have references? And there may be.
I feel like that person must have been trolling Sunday there. Really, Sunday? You don't believe all victims? That must have been a troll.
You guys are missing my point here. Go find, if it exists, the clip where DemonMama mentions the age of Glooby prior to 2021. If you can do that, then you got it. You can do that now. You can literally go to DemonMama's channel right now, go through each VOD, click on the transcript, Control F, look up references to Glooby, and find if there's a reference to his age. The oldest stream I can find in DM's VODs playlist is March 2020.
No, Sunday defends believe all victims, but he just said otherwise.
How old is Glooby then? I don't know. If he was 18 in 2021, it stands to reason to be 16, 17. So, assuming no new evidence comes to light, what do you think is the outcome of this expose in regards to Demon Mama and her community? Will it have a long-term effect? Probably not if there's not positive evidence corroborating it, because that's the obvious retort, is this hasn't been evidenced and it's not true. That's what will be said. So you need to find that. That's important. Break it down between a lot of you, okay? 10 of you, 10 or so of you who feel passionate about this, pick a VOD, start going through them. Just scope through them all. There's not that many. Apparently they stop at 2020. So if you can find one there that references it, there you go. If you go into Odyssey or something, there's probably records of older ones somewhere. Who knows? I'm not scraping that shit. Well, then you're not defending the accusation. That's all. But like, all of this again comes down to just zero judgment and prioritizing the clique over managing your community responsibly. And it's really frustrating to see, because anybody could have seen this coming.
I mean, yeah, but who's surprised? That's how they've always been. Who's surprised? Who surprised? Nobody's surprised that Demon Mama and Doe are running a little petting zoo, an incestuous little petting zoo. Nobody surprised. Old news.
Anyways, this sucked. This really sucked. Really sucked. In fact, let me go on right now. Let me go into the Discord. Let me see. If I look at mentions Glooby, okay? Look at old. I see no mention of Glooby's age until today. If I look at mentions of Glooby and I go to old, I see. Okay. So hypothetically, for example, I'm looking for stuff like this. I was in so this is referring to someone. Oh, you were the one being horny with Glooby. All I'm saying is I got bonked, lol, and then DFS is, I was in VC at the time, and then I think it was silent to narked on y'all. So that'd be an example.
Cool. Da-da.
It's 20 broad-shouldered doofus, but I am young. I can't even drink and I think I'm older, so we know for certain that under 19 here. Is it 19 or 20, 21 in the States? It's 21, right? 21, okay. That doesn't really tell us much.
Cool. Wow.
Dylan's waiting going. So it's likely that Demon Mom was checking chat here for updates. We know Dylan is in the waiting room. Okay, so Gayfesh is saying this. How do you know that, Fesh? Okay. Jesus, he is obnoxious, isn't he? And the head mod. The head mod is there as well. So, seeing more by Glooby. Okay. So that's what was shown to me in the they've been in video calls with the browser.
Here we go. What's this?
We do have confirmation of that. So we have.
Yo, welcome in, President Sunday Raiders. You're in Groundhog's Day because we were actually just watching the stream that you guys just finished. Okay, so I hope you like reruns, guys. I hope you like reruns. That's what you're getting. All right, let's run it back.
Glooby, you've been in my game group for like 5 years. I want to play on stream with you more. So we have confirmation that they've been in video calls for at least 5 years. So that's confirmed. Good. Thank you for that, Lisa. Now this also complicates things.
No
we have
spoilers,
your Glooby claiming
guys.
to be
No
19
spoilers.
in 2021. So that's
Thank you for the raid, President Sunday.
apparently incorrect. So we have false ages a couple of times. That's not great. That's actually really frustrating. Don't do that. What is this?
Oh, we've got transformative content here. Don't worry. Okay, we're being transformative here. Isn't every Kuihman stream a rerun or reacts? That's not necessarily true. I don't think you can call it a react if I'm like reading something, which I do often. That's not true. So I resent that characterization.
Oh, thanks for that. Okay, let's check the sorry, let's check the President Sunday's flooping hard right now. What am I missing? Hang on.
Yeah, I have great research streams. Okay, you don't understand. You know how many times I've been on the Wikipedia page?
Just flipping hard with the show to Boulder is right there. Yeah, but if you're trying to connect to Demon Mama, you need something concrete. It's not enough to just say she's related to someone who did this. That's not enough. Okay, here we go.
It would just be the fish, and we go. Oh. It would just have a cute little.
My PFP.
Yeah.
Jesus, is that gay fish?
Yeah.
Glooby's awesome.
Yeah, Glooby's great.
Gay fish! Wait, so he's been on stream? Oh, so I can show photos of him. I'm always super hesitant because I don't like getting accused of doxing. So I don't show anything if it seems slightly off to me. But I can show pictures of gay fish. It's great to know. Look at this fight. Oh. Yuck. Where is that?
Yuck.
Yuck.
Yeah. I haven't known Glooby as long as Mama, but I met them a long time ago.
Okay. Okay. What's this?
This is a test.
That is copyrighted. Jesus Christ, stop doing that. Okay.
You're owned. Minus 15
Was there a
Canadian
timestamp for
dollars
this
ad revenue. Nah, you had 600 viewers. You're probably way more ad revenue.
I mean, those two corroborate that they were in contact for a long time, so those calls would have taken place. This one as well. Is this timestamped?
To deal with the stupid shit that's like half the games you play are like, if you're playing a female, you get -2 strength. And then you have 5 people in the group who are all like, I'm gonna use my extra action to honk your titty. Just kidding. Wouldn't it be weird if I did that? Will you date me? That is what women don't want. That's why women don't go to the hobby. It's because it's so painful. You don't get to enjoy it. You don't have fun because people are fucking weird. Yeah, I know. I've told this story before, Amphi. Amphi says, if you're a girl, you can't even play online. People will sexually harass you. Yes, they actually do. They actually do. Glooby, the artist for...
There's no timestamp since there's no transcript. Well, no, the point is not there's... You would have found this before you sent it to me, and so you'd have a timestamp, right? So I'm not wasting time. Okay, where am I? This is word for word Glooby story.
Yeah, you think so, right?
Okay, so yeah, so the encounter, like, there's no corroboration of her knowing Glooby's... Hey, you know what? You know what would work? Do we have Glooby on stream from way back when? Because Glooby's voice did change pretty radically, and Glooby did sound much younger. That would help.
And the animator for my channel. You all know Glooby. You know Glooby. Glooby does the cute animations and he does my thumbnails.
Okay, here we go.
When I met Glooby, the way that I became friends with Glooby was I was playing ranked Overwatch, and I got harassed so badly in a game because my voice was different than everybody else's that afterwards Glooby DM'd me on Overwatch and was like, hey, the way those people were treating you was really, really bad. If you ever want to play with somebody who doesn't act like that, just invite me. And I was like, okay. And so I started playing with Glooby. And it was because I was getting harassed on the internet. Voice, a couple of years ago, I stopped doing online voice. And the reason why I stopped doing online voice is because the harassment...
No, I think that lines up with Glooby's story, right? But there's no mention of age there. I think what we're kind of looking for is some kind of corroboration of the age, of DemonMama knowing the age when they were a minor.
Harassment was that bad. Me, I have a shell of iron, but it's so annoying to try and play a game and every time either get transphobia or sexism that it gets tiring. And even people like myself who are addicted, I fucking love video games. Video games are like one of the most important things in my life. And I even get turned off of video games because of that shit. Oh yeah, in LoL, people get so weird when femme voices show up. Oh, it's so goddamn weird.
Sorry. I want to look at side chat here.
And finding women who will be interested in it and like getting people involved and offering, if you're a girl, you can't even play online. What women don't want to deal with is the constant weird, creepy sexism. They reach and finding women who will be interested in it different than men, and it's so stupid. And they reaffirm themselves. And I said this before, and I'll say it again.
There's evidence of Glooby lying about their age. What is that? When they said they were 18 in that message to DemonMama, that's in the video, isn't it? Or does that come later?
Glooby in the chat. Okay.
That's from the video, I think.
All right, so we have confirmation on Glooby's account of like the stuff leading up to this. So that's corroborated. The calls probably took place. DemonMama would have introduced Glooby to Fawn, which is great. These would have been, oh fucking hell, the tweets by Fawn would have been known at the time of that. God fucking damn it, they would have been concurrent. Well, hang on, wait, did they meet at 2015? Did they meet after? So did they meet in 2015? Am I going crazy here? Hang on. Chat, help me out. 2016 they met. Okay.
Chat, is this real?
When did Fawn meet DemonMama? When did Fawn begin to be involved with DemonMama? How early was that?
No, Fawn and Doe are different animals, okay?
15 is when Glooby stayed, okay. Yeah, he was 12. So this is in 2015. The ratio to tweets from Fawn were 2015, and a little later.
Chat, W.
2017, that's when Fawn said DM took her out on her first date. Remember that? No, I don't. Where's my notepad? Well, the problem is I haven't unpacked my notepads yet. Shit. Okay, I've got to post it here. I'll use that. All right. So let's work out this timeline, okay? 2015. 2015. Glooby is 12. 2016. And Fawn makes tweets. 2016. DM dates Fawn. Get a corkboard? I do have a corkboard. I just haven't put it up yet. It's a tiny one. I've only been in here for a month. Chill, guys. Okay. The miner might have been using a... This is actually true. DemonMama actually specifically refers to using a voice changer, right? She's using a like GameSpeak, whatever it's called. Like we've had this reference, so it's possible that Glooby was also using this. So that it depends on, once again, like we need some kind of report that shows that DemonMama was aware of the age. Like you need that. Also, with the message from Glooby telling DM he was 18, DM knew Glooby for years at that point, but she didn't seem at all surprised to find out he had just become an adult. That's true. That's true. So he's using a voice changer for the entirety of their private VC convos, or I don't know. The main thing is, I don't know if they talked over VC outside of game chat, right? Like, I don't have a reference to that. Like, it's possible they talked primarily in text. I don't know. So Glooby met DM in Overwatch at an age when he wasn't even supposed to be playing online. Like,
it doesn't seem like we're getting an answer to this. It doesn't seem like we're getting...
Someone referring to talking about his dick. Whose dick? Doesn't say they were in VC in this screenshot.
We're not getting the silver bullet.
What's this? What am I looking at, Lisa? What does this tell me? Okay. Anyways. I'd be like, wait, what? How long have you been 18? Yeah. Someone referring to talking about his dick. Whose dick? Just people talking about someone else's dick who's not related to the story is not important to me.
Based.
Oh, I see. I enjoyed the penis talk, especially Glooby and Triptych stuff. Triptych! You're in my chat.
Oh, no.
Oh, right, okay. Right, it was in the video.
Oh, no.
So 2017. Okay. No, that's me. So Fawn, not Doe, Fawn. I don't have exact dates anymore. The first time DemonMama said she'd take me on a date was June of 2017. Been together for 4 years. During this time, she'll engross much of the person, just taking care of me and her partners through painful times. Okay, so 2017. 2017 is when Fawn and DemonMama started dating, so 2 years after. So DemonMama would have known Glooby since 2015 or 2016. Did we figure that out? 2015, right? Glooby was 12 in 2015. Summer of 2016. So Glooby would have been 13. Glooby said 2015. 2015 is when Glooby said he first met her. Okay, thank you, Jama. All right, we're going to go through the transcript of this because...
Yeah, there's a lot of unknowns. I am interested to see if DemonMama does a response. I feel like she kind of has to.
Gashins. What?
It could be like it's pretty. It seems bad from what I've seen. Like it seems like there was some inappropriate and possibly exploitative relationship in the terms of in terms of like their working relationship, at least. But I just can't see the silver bullet for like a grooming allegation or something yet.
2016. Okay.
Talking to DemonMama in 2016. We'll get to that shortly, but to
this isn't President Sunday being spineless at all. President Sunday's already said like a lot of pretty condemning things towards DemonMama and our community in this. He's just said not making claims that aren't backed up by evidence. You're like just okay.
Clear any confusion from a person who was victimized by these two individuals and who would have been around 13 years old.
If he would be saying this about Destiny, given the same evidence, then why isn't he saying it about Destiny? Why isn't he saying it about Destiny?
How do I explain to my dog?
Why isn't he saying it about Destiny? If he would be saying it about Destiny, given the same evidence, why isn't he?
Stuff revealed about Destiny. So many fangirls. I had one that was 15. She wanted to meet and hook up. Dude, she's 15. WTF. But she sent me pictures. That made it so hard to say no.
Why isn't he saying about Destiny?
When he started talking to DemonMama in 2016.
Mama, as she's mentioned on stream a couple times, on Overwatch in 2016, I think late 2016 at the latest. I was 13, 14 at the time, and
we gotta be like accurate with our numbers here, okay? We can't just be like flying by the seat of our pants. But yeah, Twitch, yeah, he's doing that. It's really frustrating. It's like he's giving like multiple ages at multiple times. Like that's kind of a problem. Like in the same year, he told Demon Mama he was 18 when he was actually 17. Then he told somebody else he was 19. Like, what does that echo? Because the event happened around his birthday. Yeah, but you can't be 3 years. There's not a 3-year age difference. Aiko, why are you saying Sunday in all caps? What did I do? Did I get up too fast? Did you see that I have no pants on?
Average Aiko moment.
You did not even know what age you are now? Yeah, but I've got an excuse. I'm old and confused. Also, by the way, to be clear, I forgot briefly if I was 32 or 33. Not if I was 31, 32, or 33. There is a difference there. His birthday is August of 2002. Well, then he would have been turning 18. But then he told somebody else in the server that he was 19. Aiko, about to blow Sunday out. I don't remember what age I am now. Yeah, but Aiko, you never remember anything. You'll spend 7 hours on the same 5-minute video because you'll keep forgetting it and you'll rewind it over and over again.
No.
And we love you for it, but you're not the example here. I'm turning 39 on Sunday. Oh, good for you. This was pointless. Like I said, the boxes, people aren't real friends. Stop carrying water for them. I'm not carrying water for them. This isn't carrying water for them. This is what happens. Jesus Christ. It's like, I swear to God, you're not smarter than these people if you don't get this. If you make a claim that you cannot provide any evidence for, and they defy you and or show areas in which you have made leaps and bounds without evidence, you have actually provided cover for them if they have done something. Because now what they can do when future claims come up is they can say, look, it's the same old thing, and they never have receipts. That's a problem.
Real. That's facts. That's facts.
I've actually been incredibly harsh here. Like I've basically allowed almost every single accusation to sit. I've actually provided additional information in the stream where we've determined beyond the shadow of a doubt that actually Gayfesh knew this person's age. At least. We know that the head mod knew this person's age, at least.
What a creep that Gayfesh guy is. What a fucking creep that guy is. What a creep.
Just hit up Tyler, he saw Glooby's idea, confirm. I don't need to confirm. I believe Glooby. Like between 16, 15, and 13, he's underage. It doesn't matter. Okay. It always circles back to Gayfesh. He's the weak link in the chain. I don't know what to tell you. Anyways. I guess we'll, seems very possible a minor might lie about their age, especially if they're around others who they want to impress or ingratiate themselves with. Possibly, yeah. Possibly. But if we're looking for evidence that somebody knew their age and they've been lying about their age, then that actually defends the person who is claiming they didn't know their age, right? Like, here's another example, right? Chud Logic. Chud Logic got accused of grooming a girl a couple years ago. But the girl in DMs told him she was 18. So for the entirety of their time they were talking, he was under the impression that she was an adult because he had explicitly requested that she confirm her age. We actually have not to this day, to my knowledge, actually confirmed the real age of the person he was talking to. It's distinctly possible she was older than 18. We don't know. But in the absence of receipts, people nonetheless made huge accusations. Chudlogic's, I'm pretty certain that was what gave Chudlogic the kick that got him out of doing leftist streaming and made him go, fuck it, I'm just going to eat these people for drama content. I'm pretty certain that's what did it. Or it helped a lot.
Certainly put him on that track.
So it's like, you being sloppy about
crazy how a bunch of freak transgenders online calling you a rapist for some strange DMs will change your direction. Crazy how that happens.
This is the worst thing you can do if you're concerned about actually holding people to account. Did we ask Demon Mama if she knew what the age was and when? No, we didn't. It's possible she says no. If she says no, I don't have evidence to counter her to say that no, actually we have evidence here that you did know his age. But if Gayfesh did that, we do. So that's interesting.
Being objective is now sweeping the floor. Why? My predisposition against the accused, of course. I am a very serious person. Based. Like everyone online.
Literally there in the interview, a segment where DM said Gloomy couldn't send. That's in the interview. The interview has no textual basis. The interview is just the account. It's just anecdote. The interview doesn't help me. I'm trying to corroborate the interview. Are you seriously not getting this? Like what? Oh, step one is ask her. Well, I can tell you what's going to happen. Like, whether or not she's telling the truth. So watch this. Wait, what is this?
Waldo, there's a fucking Destiny video about it.
Who? Okay. Let's see. That's good. How dirty are you really, though, is in your mind. I'm sure you're very pure. Ha, me, pure, funny. No, I'm a heathen in the... Oh my god! Will you review the Chud Logic allegations?
Classic, man. Classic.
Yeah, don't send me stuff that's not involving Demon Mama or Glooby, okay? That doesn't help me.
Max, what is that message?
Guys, if you have issues with my coverage, I've invited you to come in and call in. Like, anytime. Just come into the server and go into stream guests. I will talk to you right now. You can set me straight very quickly. Okay. Demon Mama. When was the earliest point at which you knew Glooby's age? Question. I'll call you in 40... I'm not going to be live in 40 minutes, Psycho, but appreciate it. Yeah, like Sunday, we've had crossovers for years. Nobody's coming in, so I'm going to take this to mean you're not very convicted. Did you have an initial reaction that wasn't to analyze this? No. I saw that there was a thing and I'm analyzing it now. Wait, why are we asking DM? She's not going to admit if she knew Glooby while he was underage. I know, because either she didn't know, in which case she'll say she didn't know, or she did know, in which case she'll say she didn't know. Right? Like, it's dumb. It's dumb. Don't be dumb. Tyler's chat, my chat, don't be dumb. You analyze the shit like vibes aren't enough here. Vibes aren't enough here. The vibes are downstream from claims that have not been verified. So if the vibes have not been verified, that's not enough. Okay? Because we're not just accusing Fawn. Okay, the accusation against Fawn, okay, it's still anecdotal, but I'm fine running with that. I've seen how Fawn behaves. The accusation against Demon Mama has not been corroborated. We need something to substantiate that. I would love to know... I would love to know who I'm protecting here. Like, whose side I'm biased in favor of.
Yeah, I think Sunday's been pretty rational here. He kind of coped about that. It seems like that his... I don't understand his reasoning. It seems like Tyler did just dox Demon Mama in that video. And saying, keep my name out of your mouth, or I'll break your jaw, or I'll stop your jaw working. Or your jaw won't work anymore. That is a threat of violence. I don't know. It's not credible. He's just using it as a throwaway comment online. It's not but it is a threat of violence. Yeah.
No, I'm on the side against just vibes. Oh, okay. Well, you're forgiven for that misunderstanding.
Do red bar-esque sound effects.
Okay. Anyways, I'm not going to get a response to this. I don't think Demon Mom's going to talk to me again. That's my guess. We know Gayfish knew about this. So Gayfish at least was aware of NSFW conversations taking place involving Glooby while Glooby was underage.
I do like the explosion. I do like the red bar explosion after like every fucking sentence. It is funny. It is very funny.
We know this because Glooby mentioned his age in the conversation.
It's like trains like a Pavlovian response into you, you know. That's when you laugh. It's like boom, ha ha ha, you know. It's great. I love it.
In which Gayfish was taking part and saying eat the femboy chicken or something, which I'm not even going to attempt to analyze that. Sunday, do you have any comments on the recent allegations of having 2 books? Obvious slander, I have at least 1,000 books. You were biased for DM, but you were being fair. You aren't covering this wrong. You just want to be right since you consider her a friend. I want to be right so I'm not spreading false accusations if they are false, or abetting somebody in covering against true accusations if they're true. Okay, I need to go outside and go for a walk and clear my head because this is giving me a migraine. Unless we give you $100 for drama.
Okay. All right, we got to the end there.